Mic check. Mic check in Discord. Mic check on YouTube. Are we live right now? Can y'all hear me? Feel free to shout.
Yeah, you're good in Discord.
Nice. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully somebody on YouTube can confirm if we're good. Welcome into a replay analysis today. My Monday call. This is for EU folks on the event calendar. We have 3 live streams going to go on today, so I'm very excited. This is for EU folks. How many people queuing in right now are from EU?
I'm from EU.
At least one. At least one. Thank you, Apple.
I'm from EU.
EU as well.
There we go. All right. Nice. We're talking. I want to start today's session talking about mentality. This is something that's very top of mind today. Normally, I don't always do these lessons, but I want to do a lesson today and talk about mentality, how to stay calm in Rocket League, tilting, panicking, loss streaks. Can any of you relate to these frustrations? Any of these problems? Feel free to say I.
Me.
Me immediately.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yes.
Me. And you're going to find that in the replay. 100%.
I love it. It's so important. Guys, I was playing some games this weekend. For the first time in a long time, I've played like 5 hours of Rocket League. Many of you ask, Luke, why are you not SSL yet? And the main reason is just because I need to freaking get my hours up. I spend so much time coaching and making videos that I forget that you need to play the game to improve, especially at my level, right? And so I have, 4,000 hours in the game in Rocket League. I play games like Dota, almost 3,000. Fortnite, I have thousands. I've been gaming for 10 years. This is something that is so important to me. Look at what I found. Could somebody confirm if we're live on YouTube? I want to make sure this is going through. Are we live on YouTube? YouTube.com/spookluke.
I'm checking. Right
Oh, we are. How to stay calm. 29 watching. Yes. Look, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm famous. Okay, it's going through. I think there's an issue with the chat box right now. I apologize. Oh yeah, it's coming.
It's fine with me.
It just on YouTube. It's not showing. There we go. Now you guys can see it on the right side of the screen. Okay, it's going through. I just had something wrong set up with the chat box. Guys, look at this. Look at this video. You guys want to see something funny? Let me go incognito for a second. Don't look at my search history.
We want a share screen.
Fortnite, how to stay. Oh yeah, let me share on Discord. I apologize, guys. My fault. Sorry, managing 2 streams right now. Live on Discord in my paid community for those of you watching on YouTube, and then obviously on YouTube, on Discord, I'm live on YouTube as well. So it's like kind of inception. Take a look at this, guys. Fortnite, how to stay calm under pressure. You guys will get a kick out of this. Fortnite, how to stay calm under pressure. Stop choking fights. Spook Luke 6 years ago. Anybody? I came across this video. I was reminded of it this morning when I was in a team meeting. And guys, I've been talking about this for so long. I have a couple things I want to show you today because this is so important to me. And if you've ever played an online game, you know what I'm talking about. In Fortnite, you get to the last 10 players. All of a sudden, knees weak, arms sweaty. Palms are sweaty, all of it. You get to Rocket League, we hit OT. It's 3-3. First goal wins. If you play Dota 2, late game, fights, you're in base, one fight could swing the game. League of Legends, if you guys play these games, it's all the same. And how to stay calm under pressure is such an important skill. And so today, I want to talk about it. Has anybody seen this speech from Roger Federer? Does anybody recognize this? Put a 1 in the chat if you recognize the speech. Put a 2 if you don't recognize the speech. And put a 3 if you're confused. Anybody recognize? Rocket League is too easy. Just lock in, says YouTube chat. Well played. For those of you who don't know, this is one of the best tennis players of all time. And he talks about this idea of perfection and how many people are confused on how it works. And I think the reason, I'll say this, and I believe it so to my core, I think the reason most people get super under pressure, me included, so tilted, frustrated, nervous, panicky, is because you don't understand how Rocket League and games work. I'll say that again. You don't understand how improving and winning works. So I want to show this speech from one of the best tennis players of all time. He gave this at a school to a bunch of students who are graduating. I think it's really, really impactful. So I'm going to play it here for you now. Can you all see this?
Yep.
It's going through on all the monitors. All right, I'm going to play this. Take a look at this. A little advertisement. People on Discord said they could hear, or you guys could hear that. People on Twitch said you can't hear it. Let me see. Let me see why this is not going through. Folks on here said they could not hear it. Let me go. Let me try again. If I play this, can you guys on YouTube hear this?
What is
Can you hear
the
this?
fastest way to reach your health and fitness goals
Let me know if
at
this is
an
going through
accuracy?
now. I'm going to play this one more time since some folks heard and some folks didn't. I want everybody on YouTube and Twitch to be able to hear this. I think this is so impactful. On Discord, did you guys hear this? Can I get a yeah? Feel free to shout.
Yeah.
You guys can
Yeah,
hear
we
it.
did.
Low volume.
It's low volume. That's okay. Right click on my monitor here and go to audio. I can't do it for you, but like for example, for a student, I could right click here and just drag it up if you can on the volume. YouTube, can you guys hear this now? We can hear it. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you one more time. I want you guys to be able to hear this. This is really impactful.
Perfection is impossible. In the 1,526 singles matches I played in my career, I won almost 80% of those matches. Now, I have a question for you. What percentage of points do you think I won in those matches? Only 54%. In other words, even top-ranked tennis players win barely more than half of the points they play. When you lose every second point on average, you learn not to dwell on every shot. You teach yourself to think, okay, I double faulted, it's only a point. Okay, I came to the net and I got passed again, it's only a point. Even a great shot, an overhead backhand smash that ends up on ESPN's top 10 playlist, that too is just a point. So here's why I'm telling you this. When you're playing a point, it has to be the most important thing in the world, and it is. But when it's behind you, it's behind you. This mindset is really crucial because it frees you to fully commit to the next point and the next point after that with intensity, clarity, and focus.
We'll pause there. I'll bring it back to my full screen camera, and I hope the audio is going through now. I think I have it set up properly. Let's see, system, headphone audio. Okay, should be going through now. There we go. We got double chat box. Ooh, there's one. All right, folks are saying it's going through now. So one of the best tennis players in the world, what is he saying? He's saying it's only a point. So I think so many of us, we get frustrated in Rocket League because we don't understand how the game works. We don't understand how the game works. What do I mean by that? Well, we think in order to rank up in Rocket League, what do we think? We think we need to win every point. You whiff, you accidentally backflip when you're trying to go for a fast aerial, ball goes in your net, goal. You mess up on a kickoff, they get an immediate kickoff goal, you get tilted, you're frustrated, you play the rest of the game poorly. But what he's saying is he is one of the best tennis players in the world. And he's winning 80% of his games. And yet, he's only winning 54% of his points. So translate it to Rocket League. What's happening is he's the best player in the world. He's Zen. He's winning RLCS. But what's actually happening is he's winning every game 4-3, 3-2, 5-4, 1-0. He's not winning every game 6-1. And I think what happens, I don't know if you guys can relate, but for me, I open up the game, we go down 2-0, 3-0 in the first minute or two, and I go, this is chalked. Or I backflip and I get nervous and I go, why did you backflip? You're so bad. How could you do this? And then I let it affect the rest of my game, and then I'm nervous, I'm anxious, and I do it again and again and again, and I start tilting. And then I start saying, wow, in the chat, take the shot. I don't often do this, but there have been times, I will admit, I'm not proud of it. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat. Anybody know what I mean? You mess up that one time at the start of the game, you go, this game is chalked. Anybody relate? Feel free to shout in Discord if any of you can relate.
It happens.
It does. People on YouTube are saying Zen may not be the best. Fair enough. Best in the world at one point, arguably not currently the best. Still, let's say top 5, top 10. No doubt about it. People in YouTube chat, I'm getting some ones are relating to this. So I want to show you a game. We have this idea of like these best players in the world. Whoever the best player in the world is to you. Obviously, NRG won this weekend. So whether you think it's Beast Mode, whether you think it's Zen, whether you think it's Drawley, whether you think it's Vatira, whether you think it's Rawas, TRK, Kalirs, any of these players.
Thank you.
And Wupo, whoever you think it is. Pick a top 10 player in the world based on your mind. You have this image of like they're this perfect player and they never mess up. And I saw this video from Arsenal yesterday that stuck out to me. He was reacting to some of Zen's best game. Zen's best games, number 3, 2 weeks ago. Watch this video, guys. I'm just going to show you a clip because I think it's so important. Remember this. Why I'm showing you this is the best players in the world, they win 80% of their games, but they only win 54% of their points. Does this make sense? Of their goals. They win the game, but they only win by a narrow margin. Watch what happens in this opening Zen game.
Today, we're going to be reacting to Zen has insane control. We're going to see Zen, his best 2v2 games, because right now he's going against Nwupo. So,
what just
I
happened?
don't have her file
Kickoff goal.
on me, but I think her number is in OPD.
Hey, Sub, I
period.
think you're I think you were unmuted, so I muted you. Or I'll just kick you for a sec. Please mute Sub. I'll replay. Apologies. I'll play this clip one more time because I think some people don't really process what happens. Watch what happens in this opening clip from Zen.
today, we're going to be reacting to Zen has insane control. We're going to see Zen, his best 2v2 games, because right now he's going against Nwupo. So, as you can see, it's going to be a battle.
What just happened? Somebody in Discord explain to me what just happened on this goal.
I think he didn't.
Boost instead of going
He-
back to goal.
He overcommitted. One thing. Forget about the ball. Focused on boost.
Exactly
Left
right.
play.
Yep, exactly
Yeah,
right,
left the
Mo.
play. Didn't look on the play.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I heard some people say overcommitted. Zen went boost over ball. One of the best players in the world. He went corner boost over ball. And it was a kickoff goal, so some will say he couldn't save it either way. A really tough position. One of the best players in the world goes boost over ball, goes down 1-0. Everybody saw this? Yes? How many of you would be frustrated and tilted from the start here? Boost over ball, you're down 1-0. And yet watch what
Yeah, very
happens.
frustrating.
And watch what happens the rest of this game. We go back.
It might be, because I don't think people pay attention to bro. Like, his boost control is insane.
Here goes
Great
tempo.
play from tempo.
They catch it up 1-1.
Especially from how many plays.
Catch up here. Now let's watch a Zen masterclass.
Wow, bro, but he's in. Nice. Another Zen solo play. Oh, no way. Oh my god, yo. This might be Zen's best game.
Let's
The
skip forward.
composure that he did
Watch
is
it.
so insane.
Oh, it's a
Watch again.
kickoff goal, isn't it?
This will be a kickoff goal.
Damn, what a dodge. Yep. Takes his free goal. Realizes his opponent's
They get kickoff goal. And now let Zen get the ball one more time.
and no boost making these plays. Tempo's awkward. Great first touch from Zen. Reset. Under. Oh my, bro. Zen is disgusting, bro. Yeah.
Spoiler, Zen wins. Spoiler, he wins. But what do you learn from that, guys? You watch that happen, and you go to yourself, he went down 1-0. He got kickoff goals. He could have tilted. He could have lost his composure, etc., etc. Clip, 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 clip. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And so many of us, we get in this mindset of, I have to win every goal. You know, we're so hard on ourselves, but that's not what Rocket League's about. Rocket League is about winning 51% of the goals, and yet you become this player that is one of the best. And so, very quickly, before we get in today's coaching call, I just want to go over, before we look at the Rocket League gameplay, I just want to go over a couple things I've written down with the help of ChatGPT. 7 things that I think are so important to remember when you guys are trying to improve. The first one is, it's only a game. In Rocket League, it's only a goal. It's only one goal. So many of us, we get caught up in this. If we lose the goal, we're tilted. And you have to be focused on each goal. You have to be present. But once it's behind you, it's behind you. In Rocket League, you'll lose goals. You'll lose games even. But what the goal is not to win every one of your games. It's to win 51%. A little bit more than you lose. And if you do that, you will rank up. You will improve. You need to learn to reset after each goal. Guys, I was talking to, for those of you who don't know, Rocket League is our first game, but we're in another video game as well that we're expanding into. I'm helping a creator there who's a close friend of mine. And in this game, this guy could have been a pro player 5 years ago. He's top like 1,000 players in the world in Dota, maybe top 300, 400. So very good player at this very competitive game. Think League of Legends. And I was talking with him this morning, and I was like, dude, you are like top 300 or 400. Like, he was showing me his rank. He's like, oh, I'm this rank. I'm like, oh my gosh, in Rocket League, like you are like, you could be pro. I was like, so why are you doing YouTube? Why did you decide not to be a pro? You guys want to guess what he said? What he said was, yeah, man, I honestly, 5 years ago, I decided I didn't want to be a pro. If I had the mentality I have now, I would have been a pro. But he said, my number one fault was my mental game. I was a bad teammate. I couldn't stay calm under pressure. And I would let one mess up, one feed, one mistake ruin the rest of the game. And I was like, wow. And he could have been pro. He still does, he's still a very top-ranked player. But at this level, guys, it's all about mentality. And he made a joke. He said, you know what the formula is to have the best Dota team? And I'll translate it to Rocket League. You know what the formula is to have the best Rocket League team in the world? No more than one North American player. Because us North America, us people in US, we're selfish. We're independent. We're greedy. We all want to play solo plays. We all want to be the ones controlling the game, but we have weak mentals. So you look at a region like Europe or MENA, they play as a team. They're sacrificial. It's about the greater good. And he said, if I could have been a better teammate, I would have been a pro. And think about in your games, guys, how many times you weren't a good teammate because you got tilted about some stupid mistake. Maybe you backflipped. Maybe you got kickoff gold. Maybe you did a bad kickoff. And then you let that ruin your game. So you have to remember, the best players in the world, they don't not mess up like we all do. Zen, kickoff goal, immediately, down 1-0 because he went boost over ball. And yet what happens? He gets back, clip, 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 win. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing is it's only a game. It's only a game. In Rocket League, it's only a goal. You have to have that mentality. You have to. It's so important. The second idea is effortless is a myth. So I was playing Rocket League, guys, this weekend, and I got into this bad habit. One of the things I struggle with is I get really nervous as the game goes on, and I try to play fast. Like, I get really nervous while I'm playing, and I try to play faster and faster, and I'll just show you guys some of my gameplay. Like, this is me playing around the field, and I was watching my gameplay back, and I was going, why am I'm jumping for everything. I'm flipping at every ball. I'm panicking. And don't get me wrong, I was playing good. I went up about 100 MMR. But I just noticed I was jumping at everything, half flipping everywhere. You saw me use like 4 half flips in a row. But I was just jumping at everything, flipping at everything. And I realized when I get nervous, I try to play faster. But when you watch pros play, how are they playing, guys? Many of us watch a pro like Zen and we go, I could play like this. You know, how many of you guys have like watched a pro replay and then you get really hyped up to go play and you're like, I could do this. And then obviously you get in the game and it looks nothing like that. And can anybody relate? There's my first touch. I thought it was Zen for a second and no,
Me.
Yeah, me. There we go. Appreciate it, Mo. But the reason that happens, guys, is because when you watch pros play, it looks effortless. It looks easy. And the reason is because they're not trying to play fast. They're not trying to be fancy. They are effortless because they are moving slow. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. So rather than thinking, how do I press the buttons faster? How do I play faster? We need to think, how do I play smoother? How do I make better decisions? Right? How do I take in information better? And this leads into my third point, which I think is really, really, really important. Stop playing on autopilot. So I think the reason that we get so nervous in these games is because what happens is we get to overtime. We're very nervous. We don't know what to do. We're panicking. We know that the next goal wins. And so what we do is we get the ball and what do? We just slam it away. We're like, I don't want to get scored on. I just slam it away. And what we stop doing is we stop taking in information. Remember, guys, I had a conversation with one of our coaches here at the Rocket League Bootcamp, shameless plug, former North America MVP back in season 9. His name was Shock. He played on Ghost Gaming. And one of the things he taught me that I think has been the most valuable thing I've learned in Rocket League is the best players in the world don't just play faster than you. Sure, they have mechanics, but mechanics are learnable. The real difference is they take in information faster than you. So I'll give you an example. When you get the ball with open space, you say, I'm going to air dribble because I want to air dribble. But what Zen is doing as he does these clips, guys, is he's looking at his opponents. All right, he's taking in information and he's letting this information that he sees freeze. One guy up. I'm going to go low. He goes low. One guy low. I'm going to go high. And he's taking in this information, and this is what's allowing him to score. And so he's not just doing what he wants to do. The reason it looks effortless is because he's not playing on autopilot. Every decision he makes is based on the defense. So look here. He gets open space, and I'm not saying everybody can do this, but what did he just do? Look at his camera. He checks how much space do I have? How much time do I have? Okay, they're both in there on the left side of the field. Nupo and Exotic are back there. So he goes, okay, I'm going to take time. He's looking again. You can see his camera move. He looks again. Okay, they're still both grabbing boost. I have time. He's going to let it bounce. He's going to get his perfect first touch. Then, as he's aerialing to this, he sees, okay, now Exotic is in the air. Watch what happens. Immediate flick to go over. Nupo is not expecting this. Nupo turns around. But at this point, Zen is already prepared for the 50 that Nupo's coming over. He's getting on the top left of this ball to spike it on him. And he's just taking in information and thinking one step ahead. And that's why you look at this and you go, this is disgusting.
Nice. Another Zen solo play. Oh, no way. Oh my god, yo.
It's ridiculous.
This might be Zen's best game.
He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. And so the point is not that we can all play like Zen guys. The point is that taking in information is the key to playing faster. And the reason we play worse when we're under pressure is because we play on autopilot. We get nervous, and so we stop using our brain. But what we have to do is we have to take a deep breath and go, I'm not just going to slam the ball away. Where are the defenders? And you're making all your decisions based on where the defense are. So I think this is really important. Stop playing on autopilot and understand that to play better, you just have to take in information faster. The fourth tip that I have that I think is really, really important. For people like me, something that's helped me a lot is, it's just a game. It's just a game. When we get to the overtime, right, in Rocket League, when we get to the end of the match, we get nervous. Why? Because we want to win so bad. If you actually really think about it, it's like, why are you more nervous in overtime than at the start of the game? Think about it. It's still the same game. It's still the same opponents. It's still the same teammate. The reason you're nervous in overtime and not nervous at the start of the game is just because you know that the next goal wins. Doesn't make it any different. Then it's not like you should play the game differently. It's not like you should take in information differently. It's just your mental. And so for me, when I get nervous in overtime, something I have to remind myself is it's just a game. And here's how I do this. I want to show you guys a clip from my old Fortnite video. Check this out. This is awesome. So go look at this. This is me when I was 17 years old in high school saying it's just a game. So anybody who plays Fortnite, you'll appreciate this. Watch this clip.
Super lost in the game, thinking about all the different
Don't mind my
playing a video
prepubescent
game,
voice.
and go back into the game with a more confident approach. When you get to the late game in Fortnite especially, you can get super lost in the game, thinking about all the different things that could possibly happen.
So here I'm talking about the end game in Fortnite. If any of you have played Fortnite, there are 100 players in a lobby. Obviously, the last 10 is like, who's going to win? Listen to what I say. Think of this as Rocket League overtime. Translate it.
What you need to do when this happens is take a deep breath and lower the stakes a little bit. Remember, you're playing a video game, and at the end of the day, whether or not you win this round isn't going to change your life, okay? So you need to put things into perspective and realize you're just playing a game. So the next piece of advice has been repeated by many different YouTubers, but I think it's so important that I can't really skip over it in a video like this. Basically, the piece of advice is if you find yourself getting nervous, especially in situations where there are only a few people left in the game, you need to lower how much you value winning the game. I'll say this again because this piece of advice is at the core of so many different problems I've had in Fortnite. In order to stay calm under pressure and get more enjoyment out of playing Fortnite, you need to lower the importance of winning the game in your head. I credit this change in mentality with solving so many problems I've had playing the game. If you get to the end game and all you care about is coming out with the win, you're going to stress yourself out way more than you should be. You're going to be panic building, your aim will be jittery, and you'll just be all over the place. In order to stay calm, you've got to reevaluate how much you care about winning that game. Because if that's your only goal, every time you get to the late game, you'll be a mess. Not only that, if you only value winning, for example, playing Fortnite is almost always going to be a frustrating experience. Because if you set that as your goal, you're going to be failing so frequently that there's no way you'll be able to keep your cool. Even the best players in this game aren't winning the majority of the games they play. You have to understand when you queue into the game, odds are you're going to die. So rather than setting your goal to win, set a goal to improve your skills each time you play. This way when you die, it's not always going to be a frustrating experience, and you can actually get something out of it when you die. Think about why you died, what you could have changed or done better. This is going to significantly improve your mental well-being while playing the game, and it will help you a lot in staying calm and focused in your games. Okay.
So there's some life advice from me, Fortnite YouTuber, Spook Luke, back when I was 17 years old in high school, before COVID hit. Guys, what was I saying? What was my point? My point was that when you load into a Rocket League game, in Fortnite, there are 100 players that drop into the lobby. And so what most people think is, I want to win. But what you should be thinking is, I expect to die. Like, it's most likely that if I queue into a Fortnite match, I am not going to win. So the goal isn't to win, it's to play as best as I can. It's the same thing in Rocket League, guys. So many of us go into Rocket League wanting to win so bad that we forget, odds are, when I go into this game, I am going to get scored on. Like, they are going to score a goal. They are going to get a kickoff goal. I am going to accidentally backflip once. Does this make sense? When you set the expectation of, my goal is to play as best as I can, not to play perfect, you actually end up playing so much better. And this is why you get so nervous in overtime, right? Because you're expecting to win. And if you win, it's like relief, like I hoped that would happen. And if you lose, you're frustrated. So anything less than a win is disappointment. But if you can lower your expectation when you queue into the game to go, oh, I expect to get kickoff gold this game. When it happens, you're not going to be tilted about it. You're going to be like, oh, that was expected. I expect my platinum teammate to at least whiff one open net. Then when it happens, you aren't tilted. But it's because we have this expectation of ourselves to be perfect, of our teammates to be perfect, of our matches to be perfect. When our expectations are not met, we get this disappointment. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if this is helpful so far. Put a 2 if that isn't helpful. And put a 3 if you're confused as why I'm giving life advice. So this is this next idea. You need to lower, if you're somebody who gets really nervous in overtime, which I think is a lot of us, not all of us, some people are too relaxed, right? And they don't care enough. But I think a lot of us who, for example, are in my paid community and who care about, who are in the Rocket League Clubhouse, who care about improvement because we're in an improvement community, we actually sometimes care too much. And there's this idea in performance, in sports psychology, in esports psychology and video games, that you want to be an optimal level of pressure. So if you're somebody who gets too anxious, too high anxiety, too nervous, you need to reduce the level of pressure. Okay? If you're somebody who is too relaxed, who's not taking it seriously, well, we need to amplify the pressure for you. But for most of you guys who are in this live call with me in the Rocket League Clubhouse community, we get nervous, right? We care about improving. And so what we need to do is we need to relax. And the way you do that is you have to lower your expectations. You have to set more realistic expectations. Does that make sense? Expect to get scored on. Expect a kickoff goal to happen. Expect to accidentally backflip. Expect to whiff the open net. Because then when it happens, you go, oh, even Zen does this sometimes. And you go next. For those of you who watch RLCS, even Atomic whiffed the World Championship game-losing goal last year. And this year he became a world champion. That's that mentality. Does that make sense? Fifth and final tip, because I think I've gotten through some of the most impactful things I can share with you today. Victories when you're not at your best matter the most. So I'll say this differently. Not every day you're going to be at 100%. But what happens is we hit this clip in free play, right? We perform really good in one game. We hit our highlight moment. And now we expect ourselves to always perform at our peak. But the reality is your skill is not your peak. Your skill is the average of your peak and your worst day. And so we're really hard on ourselves because some days we'll be tired, tilted, or distracted, right? And then we'll get upset at ourselves for being that way. I know I'm that way. But you have to remember, if you are a 7 out of 10 on a day, if you go into that day like you slept bad, you have a lot of stress, you have anxiety, giving 100% that day is being a 7. So on a day where you're feeling 7 out of 10, let me give you a better example. On a day where you're feeling 2 out of 10, you just don't feel great. giving a 2 out of 10 performance is giving 100. Does that make sense? It's like the same idea if you guys are workout or into fitness, right? On a day where you're feeling crappy, just showing up to the gym is the win. But what happens is, because we have free play, because we have clipping, because we watch all these people on YouTube and we see these insane clips, our peak is what we expect, and we don't give ourselves grace when we're tilted, tired, etc. So you have to understand, those days are where you win. That's where you build discipline. That's where you improve your tolerance for tilting. That's where you improve your mental. That's where you become a better player. It's on those days where you're a 4 out of 10 and you could get mad at your teammate, but you don't, because you did everything we said in this video. That's how you expand your skill as a player, as a Rocket League player, as a teammate, right? And a person. And if you can do these things, you'll become better at Rocket League. You'll become better at life. You'll become a better teammate for other people in the community, for your friends, for significant others even. And like, my friend who probably could have been a Dota 2 pro, who ended up not being a pro, you can achieve your goals. Because if you can't get the wrap on your mentality, none of the other skills, the mechanics matters, because you're just not going to have capacity to learn it. You can't learn when you're tilted. You can't learn when you're frustrated. So you have to learn these skills that we talked about today to have an even baseline, so that way you can be learning and improving. And so I hope this little clinic on mentality, tilting, frustration, staying calm was helpful. I'd be very interested. People on YouTube chat, share whatever your highlight moment was of this conversation. Folks in Discord, feel free to give a shout. I would like somebody who hasn't spoken yet. Share with me your biggest light bulb moment from our conversation today. What was the most impactful? What was the most helpful? Feel free. Anybody give me a shout. Anybody in Discord. And if you tuned in late, you can share anything that you found impactful that we shared later on. Talk to me.
What do you want us to talk about?
Good question.
Exactly.
Share with me your biggest light bulb moment, or your biggest takeaway, or the most helpful idea that we talked about today. And folks in YouTube chat, feel free to share as well.
Mainly for me, like, composure is the number one thing. And just be with a good mentality. Sometimes expect the worst, don't expect the goods. Like, that's what I think from, like, if I'm gonna summarize everything.
Yep, I think expecting the worst is so important, especially if you're watching, guys, and you're not at SSL, top level, pro level, even GC level. You need to go into your games expecting that you're going to whiff. Expect that your teammates
Even
are not going to be
GC,
good.
though.
Even a GC. Expect that your team... I mean, you look at a player like... That's a great point. Look at a player like Atomic. One of the best players in North America. Definitely one of the top players in the world. He obviously just won a championship with Beast Mode and Daniel. They won the RLCS this weekend, for those of you who missed it. $300,000, $100,000 to each of them on the team. The year before, he had a game-losing whiff. He flipped the wrong way. He flipped the wrong way. The ball went in the net. They lost the world championship. Literally. And yet, he's a pro. So if a pro flips the wrong way at the world championship, it's okay that you and your plat teammate flip the wrong way a couple times in your games. You know what I mean? So I think that's a great point, Mo. Lower your expectation, be realistic, and be like, treat yourself and your mentality like you would a friend, right? We're often very, very hard on ourselves, and we have unrealistic expectations of ourselves, of our teammates. So I think that's cool.
Sometimes you think a bit about your teammates, but it's all the way about you. Sometimes you're the...
I see one
it's-
YouTube chat comment from G Fox. He said, anticipating a few ugly plays isn't going to ruin my whole session. Exactly right. You have to anticipate a few ugly plays. I was talking with this Dota 2 YouTuber, and he was telling me what would happen is he would feed, right? So in this game, I don't know if many of you played Dota or League of Legends, but imagine you go in and you die, right? So he would die, and then he would let that death tilt the rest of his game. But you have to anticipate that you're going to do that, and you almost have to be able to look at yourself and go, oops, that was stupid. Or in Rocket League, right, you get kickoff gold, you flip the wrong way on kickoff, it goes straight in your net, you jump over the ball accidentally. I know we've all done it. I do it. You have to go, oops, my bad. And you go next, right? Because it happens to everybody. You go boost over ball, you go, oh, I'm a little bit of an idiot. But you say it in that way, right, where you're like, oh, I'm a dummy. But you're not like, oh, I'm stupid, I'm the worst, I got to fix this. Because there's a difference in how you do those two things, how you speak to yourself. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Anybody else want to give a shout? See a couple people tune in. Pulse, I think we got Viscous in here. Any other takeaways from today's session?
I think the bit about how your wins when you're playing at your worst was interesting to me, because I guess I've always looked at that as not necessarily at my worst, right? Like on an off day where it's like, oh, I got carried, right? Like, oh, I just got teamed up with a good teammate, he carried me. But in reality, it's like my floor is improving enough that even when I'm at what I'm not considering like the standard I hold myself to, that I'm still able to like perform and be consistent. Like your consistency level is what you're looking for more than like your peaks, because anyone can have a day where they're peaking and like, you know, go up 200 MMR, but it's the fact like the consistent steady growth of like what's a lot more important.
Yes, it's so true. I think that's a really mature view on it. It's like, yeah, so you weren't playing your best, but you still did the fundamentals. You were still supporting your teammate. Right, you might have been worse mechanically that day, but you're improving other aspects of your game. So it's like, yeah, like improving your floor, it's so important. And that will make you a better player. Because then on the day when you do have your mechanics, right, you're going to be that much better.
I think that was really obvious this weekend too, where like I think everyone can agree that Falcon's peak is way, way better than anything that NRG had to offer, but NRG's floor is just that much better. So like when it came down to like moments of pressure, like Falcons just weren't they weren't like executing on the basics, whereas like they can absolutely do the most difficult shots and have the highest potential, but whereas Energy was just like, you know, they were just consistently better the entire tournament.
So true. Yeah, the one instance of it's better, I guess it's good to have 3 NA players. They broke the narrative. Normally, I would say the ideal Rocket League team is one North American who's greedy and chasing the ball, and then you have a bunch of other Europeans who are very team players. But this weekend, we saw 3 North Americans get along and pass each other the ball, which may or may not ever happen again in Rocket League history. So I agree.
I said that I was with Shock. We were like talking about the region of NA, and I said NA is gonna peak this world. 100%, because they were consistent, like teammates. They were like doing good plays. They were like main goal is just win, no mistakes. Like less mistakes, you win. So that's what they did. They do all the time. I saw all their games. They were like just going in for at least 1% risk.
That's that idea of like that floor, right?
Yeah.
I think it's so important. Really good observations. Does anybody have any final takeaways? Anybody that hasn't spoken yet want to say anything that was helpful for them today? Fair enough. We're going to move on to some replay analysis. I'm very excited to look at some replays. For those of you who are new here, this event is rapid replay analysis, where the next thing we're going to roll into is looking at folks in the Rocket League Clubhouse. Obviously, everybody in Discord, we're going to be going through your replays. And I'm going to spend 5 minutes on each replay, look at a minute or so of the gameplay, and try to talk you through what I think you can improve from my perspective as a top, point whatever % player, peak Grand Champ 3, currently Grand Champ 2, and these things. Right? See how I can help. Appreciate everybody who's repping the RLC tag. I love it. Subs that got it. Viscous got it. Garrett got it. Let's get into some replays. Let's go over some ground rules for how this is going to work. If you're new to my replay analysis classes, the way that these work are, I will pull up everybody's replays. I will download, and because this is a small class today, we only have 10 folks from EU tuning in. We will have an open mic policy, which means at any point you can say, "Hey, excuse me, Luke, can we pause there? Can we rewatch that again?" Feel free to talk, ask questions. You don't have to ask permission to unmute. Obviously, don't call your mom and be unmuted, or do, but just ideally be muted. Do call your mom, call your grandparents, but ideally not on mic while we're streaming. And we will look at each of your replays in order. Like I said, 5 minutes. Feel free to speak up. I will start sharing my screen. And let me just have one moment to download all these replays for you guys, and then we will get started. Sound good? We'll take a 5-minute break, go grab water, coffee, whatever you need, and then we'll start analyzing replays in 5 minutes. All right, be right back, guys. All right, we are back, everybody. I got my screen share going, got the replays downloaded. Welcome back. This is Rapid Replay Analysis. So we're going to be doing live coaching for those of you in the Rocket League Clubhouse community. Got a couple of replays submitted today. Shout out Sub for being a VIP member. We're not going to be able to get to sub today. He said he's jumping, so we're gonna go Mo first, Hidden, Apple, Pulse, Garrett, Sick Guy. Sound good? Let's rock and roll. Open mic. We'll look at your replay first, Mo. And then if at any point any of y'all want to jump in and ask questions, feel free on YouTube to ask questions as we go. Feel free on Discord to just unmute and give a shout at any point if you do have questions and you want to sort of chime in. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. Let's go into it. First one is Mo. Which one is yours, Mo?
It's gonna be numbers 8778.
Okay.
So as you remember last time, I headed off from Platts 3,
Watching
goes
CFI.
all the way. I went all the way back to Platts 1, and then from yesterday to today, I went like 100 MMR, and I'm back to Diamond again.
Okay. Cool. So we're watching 2v2. And we'll go over how we can improve those things. Nice. Hey, using a little bit of tornado spin like we discussed. I love it. I love it. Were you working with shotgun tornado spins? Are you doing one-on-one coaching right now, Mo, with any of our coaches? No, right?
No, I'm about to do today. I think
You're gonna sign up.
I'm gonna schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just updated the Discord channel. Reminder, this is a little bit new. We added VIP section. If you're interested in this, just reach out to open up a support ticket, and we'll walk you through our coaching options. We have a couple options for new members, and then if you go up here, so just scroll up, it's coaching upgrade. I believe these are right. Yeah, so we pause the rank up sprint. We have get one-on-one coaching. We have 2 duplicate channels here. One is like if you want to talk to a person. If you want to just book in, we'll talk to you on the phone. You just click this link here and we'll run you through all the updates. We'll get these channels cleaned up because I think this is a little confusing. We have 2 places. You can either talk to a person or just book a call straight away. I'll send a screenshot to the team that we need to update these. I'll tell them we need to update this later. But yeah, just want to show you guys that right now. Just sent a message to the team to explain that it's a little confusing. But nice air dribble. I do want to walk through this play where you're moving upfield because I think there are a couple things we might be able to improve a little bit here. So as we're supporting our teammate, we're doing a nice job here, Mo. We see our teammate get beat to the boost, but he's going to continue going. We see our teammate kind of contesting the ball unblocked here. And we're sort of moving to the midfield. In this position, I have a couple concerns for you. So right now, I face
wrong to the play.
Yeah, so you're facing wrong to the play. That's exactly right. So the issue here is this is a completely normal movement. A lot of players do this where when you're anticipating the pass, you move across the field and you start waiting for the pass. But what happens here is one of 2 things. Either you get the pass from your teammate, so we'll let this play. Either you get the pass from your teammate, or what's the other thing that could happen? What's the other thing that could happen?
Reflected back.
Exactly. The defense could hit this ball back into the corner. You know, just like, I mean, if you were in that position, that's probably what you would do if you were X-ray, right? You would try to drive and hit it that way. And so by going here, we're only supporting one option. Whereas ideally, instead of only playing the pass and hoping that your teammate gets the pass off, which he does, he ends up getting the ball around this guy, kind of. But we're going to see here, X-ray is going to turn on the ball. He's going to hit it, and you're stuck in the middle, and obviously, we can't challenge from here.
I pre-jumped.
And you pre-jump because you're in a bad position, right? And they might hit it this way, they might hit it this way. Obviously, if they're smart, they're going to hit it this way because there's nobody guarding this from the orange team. But this idea of drifting to the midfield is very dangerous because it positions you for only one option, right? Which is this case, the best case scenario, not the worst case scenario for orange team. Any questions on that?
Not for me.
So instead, as we approach here, until our teammate gets the ball around this guy and is passing it, we want to be positioned right about here. Because then we cover this option, right? But we're also in a position where if we need to turn back, we can. So in other words, if you stop like right in this box, say your car is right here, then you can play this option good for orange team out to the left, but you could also play this option bad for orange team out to the right. That make sense?
Yeah.
This is very important that you learn how to position in a way where you cover more options, called option coverage. We're going to make a nice touch over to the wall. We jump. We use a normal spin to get out to the ball, and then we finish. Are you familiar with tornado spin takeoffs, Mo?
Yeah, I saw some tutorial in the cheats.
Yeah. We do have something out there, and I want to recap it quickly because I think this is really important. I'm going to show you guys how to use tornado spins to score air dribbles better, faster in game. So I'll show you guys this clip one more time. I think this is important. This was a good goal, by the way, Mo, but we can make this even better, as I'm sure you know. This is a nice first touch. You jump in position, but you'll notice here your nose is facing up. And so what you have to do is you have to tilt forward a ton. You get under the ball, then you get under the ball and you start pushing it forward, but you're kind of just pushing the ball from behind. You're also getting this floaty delay when you turn left, right.
Yeah.
But you end up scoring. You do a great job. Just to proof to show you that, you know, your air dribble doesn't have to be perfect to score. But there's a couple things that you can improve here to take your air dribbles from plat level, diamond level, to champ level, GC level. And I want to show you how to do that. Okay?
Okay.
So 2 things that I want you to understand that are very important to elevate your air dribbles. We're going to go into wall to air dribble here by IP Joker, freeze on screen, pack in the Discord. And I'll walk you guys through this very quickly. Let me switch to full screen so you guys can see what I'm doing better. And let me
can you do? Yeah, can you do also if you can do control inputs?
On my control overlay on screen. Yeah, so I'll put my controller overlay on screen. This is going to be on YouTube only. So at this point, if you want to tab over to YouTube, you'll see my controller.
Yeah. I am watching on my second screen.
If you're on YouTube, yeah, my controller over on the left. Let me quickly walk you through my controls. Okay, so arrow left is square. Arrow left is square for me. This is what I'm going to be demonstrating today.
Okay.
And then my left stick, obviously, is the same as you guys that controls my spinning directions. Now, very important when we're going for air dribbles, if you want to get your air dribbles to the next level, something called the tornado spin takeoff. So when you take off without tornado spinning, we can only move, let me show you guys this, without tornado spins, we can only spin left and right. We can't tilt our car while we spin. The technical terms for this are tilt, yaw, and roll, or pitch, yaw, and roll. Pitch, yaw, roll. There's the idea, right? But when we don't have access to 3D movement, this is what our air dribbles look like. We jump, we spin behind the ball, then we have to tilt forward like Mo did to try to get under it again, and by then we've lost time. So I'm going to play this back. We have to air roll to the left, and then we have to tilt forward to get under the ball, and then we have to carry it again. So that's what your air dribble looked like, Mo, which is fine.
Yeah.
Still solid. Obviously, it went in. But you'll notice we can't get it to the net as effectively. Instead, what we really like on these wall takeoffs is something called the tornado spin. So you're going to notice, before I get on the wall, I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to show you this movement. You're holding square, arrow left, and I'm pushing my joystick to the right. Now you'll notice what happens here is my hood lifts, and then it falls. Lift, fall. You guys see this? Lift, fall. So when we do this off the wall, look at where our nose faces after the flight, after the spin. Where did it face, Mo?
Okay, it's actually under the ball, but you know what I'm having issue in? Sometimes when I do that, it's most of the times, let's say 50-50, it's 50-50 for me. Either I get it correctly, this is what I do, actually, the tornado spin, but sometimes even when I do the tornado spin, I just keep whiffing. I don't know why I keep touching my stick, my left stick.
Yeah. So very important on this movement with the tornado spin. The reason we use the tornado spin is because it's more consistent, right, and less user error, and it's less slow than one movement, 2 movement, and try to get under the ball. So it's more consistent. Now, what that means is what you don't want to do, and what a lot of players do, is they hear people online say, oh, you just want to feel it out. And so most people will move their sticks in all directions and try to feel it out. And like, yes, I can do this because I understand all the different directional inputs. But the most consistent movement, instead of doing all these wacky joystick movements that you saw when I was taking off, on the setup, and I want to be very clear, on the setup, we want to be consistent. So at the end of the air dribble is when we start to use different directional movements. You'll see me, like, for example, if you take the air dribble out to the left, and then you want to get a reset, and then you want to score it off to the right, or something like this, you'll see me start to move my joystick in more directions on the approach, right? But the approach is very different. The flight is very different from the setup. So on the setup, we're keeping it very simple. 1 movement, 1 combo. Hold arrow left. Excuse me. Hold arrow left. Push your joystick to the right. Show you again. Hold arrow left. Push your joystick to the right. And you see it puts us in this very nice position. And I can just show you again and again. Watch my controller. Hold arrow left. Push joystick to the right. It's 1 movement. And this movement gets me in line with the ball. And now if I literally did nothing else, I messed up the rest of the air dribble, it still works because I was that consistent movement. If you trust that the tornado spin will get you back. But if you panic and you go up, down, left, right, it's not going to be consistent.
You're going to miss the ball.
Yes.
100%.
So this is the key that a lot of people get confused, because then they'll get mad at me and they'll go, but Luke, I see your joystick moving all... Well, yes, I start to move my joystick on the flight, but here it's tornado spin, and now on my approach, I might vary a little bit to find a reset, to adjust the direction of the ball. But this movement is a super consistent movement. Tornado spin.
So I have a question. So when let's say from here, what if the ball is far away? I can use like air roll just to speed up my car to just go under the ball.
Yeah, so
or just hit it.
This is important. This is one specific setup, and this is the common setup you will go for when you have space in Rocket League. So on this setup, on any setups like this, so even if it's closer to the net, it's the same thing.
Okay.
But obviously, if you're on a way different situation and you're hitting the ball like way back here on this part of the field, you might hit the ball and you might use a double jump to get out to the ball, right? And if you're on the ground, you might use a ground takeoff, right? And if you're, I don't know, maybe you're trying to do a ceiling shot, you might hold down jump and you might try to overshoot the ball. But the point I'm trying to make is on these setups where you're doing the air dribble like you were doing it in that game, the movement you want to be going for that's going to make you more consistent, quicker, smoother, more efficient is this tornado spin launch. That's what I'm trying to teach you. So for this situation. That make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Now we have a full air dribble roadmap that we're working on in the free Discord that's going to break down like all these different shots. We have one that's going to go over, the back wall air dribble, chipping the ball, how to get the ground setups perfectly, how to get the wall setups well, how to put all of it together. But yes, for this specific situation, the idea I want to teach you is this tornado spin movement. So you're tornado spinning here to get in line. And obviously, if you get a horribly terrible first touch and you hit the ball like this, tornado spin isn't going to save you. And if you hit the ball like this, tornado spin isn't going to save you. But if you get the proper touch here, tornado spin puts you in the perfect position to do this aerial without anything else. So it'll just get you in line quicker. Yeah.
Got it.
Any questions on this from anybody else in the chat? Obviously, Mo, I know this is specifically for your gameplay, but I want to see if anybody else helps.
No, it's okay.
No question on this? This makes sense for everyone?
Yep.
Sweet. Can I get another verbal confirmation? Maybe a yes from someone? Make me feel good that you guys can hear me?
Yep.
Cool. It's a super consistent tornado spin takeoff. And we'll have more detail about this on the RL Bootcamp channel. We have those video guides that are going to be coming out that are going to walk you guys through this in all different levels of difficulty. And I'll have something on the main channel in a few weeks. We're working on a very big video on all this stuff. Somebody said, can you explain this for arrow right? For arrow right, it's the exact same thing. But instead of holding square and pushing your joystick to the right, so I'm arrow left, push my joystick to the right. I'm going to hold circle and push my joystick to the left. In other words, I'm going to hold arrow right and push my joystick to the left. It's literally the same thing. Here...
Is it not to be opposite?
Yeah, it is opposite. You're holding arrow right and pushing your joystick to the left. So maybe I messed that up, but that'll put you under the ball. And if I reflect this shot across the other wall, let me just show you. Let me mirror this across the other wall. And by the way, I have no clue how to use arrow right, so I suck. So my first touches may be bad, but it would look like this. And you're still in that position. I need it to mirror. Mirror. There we go. Arrow right. See, I have no clue what I'm doing with arrow right, but I can still do the adjustment. You're holding arrow right and you're pushing your joystick to the left. So you still tornado spin. It's the same thing. It's my nose under the ball. And you'll notice if I am on, let's say I'm trying to use arrow left off this left wall, you'll notice that when I arrow left, I'm immediately going to be in position. So sometimes you'll see me do 2 spins to really exaggerate it. So I might go like this. Tornado 1, tornado 2. And let me try to show you another left setup because my first touch was exceptionally bad. 1, 2, to kind of find that line. 1, 2. Like sometimes I'll do, you know, extra, and you'll see like freestylers do extra. 1, 2. And it's very important that you boost at that moment. So notice the moments when I'm boosting. I'm not boosting when my nose is facing up. I'm boosting here, here to swoop under the ball. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Here, here. So sometimes I'll use like 2 spins, but you can use the same air roll off both walls if you'd like. Now, if I get a bad setup here, now you're going to see me do some extra corrective work to get back behind the ball and still get a shot on net. But like the core idea is if you get a good setup, it's just tornado spin. So yeah, this obviously doesn't apply if you want to like hold flip, go for ceiling shots and all of this. But yeah, I think this is super helpful, Mo, because this if you can get your car in position quicker, your air dribble here is going to be so much nicer in game. So that was the one thing that I wanted you to improve. I promised I would help you improve 2 things. So the second thing we need to help you improve, Mo, is something called boosting through the adjustment. And the reason I think this was slow is because in your air dribble you boosted up and then you tilted forward and then you tried to get under and then it looked like that.
Yeah.
With this tornado spin, you'll be faster to find your line to the ball. But also still, we need to make sure our flight is good. And so to improve your flight, what we want to be doing is we want to be boosting to get under the ball and then pushing the ball up. So see here how I'm pushing the ball up? I'm not pushing the ball forward. Yeah. What you don't want to do is you don't want to boost through the adjustment, get on top of the ball, and then you're pushing it like this. It's just very easy for a defender to save because we're pushing the ball down at them, right? We're not getting any direction change when we boost at the start and then we're on the wrong side of the ball, we're on top of the ball. Obviously that was very exaggerated, but even if you just exaggerate a little bit, now we're too far on high on the ball and we're not pushing it. So we need to wait to use our boost. So in other words, I'm going to jump, I'm going to use that tornado spin, I'm not going to boost. Not going to boost until I'm under the ball. And on this left wall setup, it's a little more complicated because I have to use 2, but I like this one on the right where you only see me use 1 spin. On the right here, I'll use 1 spin. Now I boost. So I find that line, and then I start boosting. I'm trying to exaggerate it here. And now I boost under the ball, and now I can carry it forward. So like if I show you a back wall setup now, I boost to get below the ball, and now I can hit it up rather than hitting it forward. Maybe this is a better example.
Got it.
Under the ball, and now hit it forward. I think that was a better example of this concept. I'll let it play back.
Yeah.
So we really want to do those 2 things. We want to get in line with the ball, and we want to be boosting when our nose is facing down so we can get under it. Not when our nose is facing like this and getting above it. So these are two very important concepts to understand.
Understood.
And when we get under it, we have these much more threatening air dribbles. Any questions on this second idea of like when we're boosting? Because when we do the spin, our nose is facing down, now it's up again. Boosting when it's facing down to swoop under the ball. Here, now we're under the ball. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think these will. Do you think these will help you elevate your air dribbles?
100%. Now I know more than just air dribble.
Yeah. Then just air roll your car and just hit it. Try to hit it. Yeah, because what happens is what you were doing, and this is normal, but when you're flying without air roll and you try to turn left and right, you get a delay because you're building momentum left and right. So I go left, and then I go right, and I go left, and then I go right. And you see what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm getting this delay. Go left, and then I go right, and because I have to counter my momentum, and it's just slow. Versus if I do the same thing while spinning, and I go turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, I can be much more fluid with my movement. And that's why it's so important to be able to continuous air roll, because then when you continuous air roll, you can go right, left in midair. So like even if you get like a bad setup here, I can correct. I can get around the right side of the ball. I can take it back to the left.
Got it.
Yeah. So yes, obviously I'm not the most mechanical player in the world, but these are kind of the fundamentals you need to be. You at least need to be aware of how they work. Hopefully we can distill that into a couple shorts that make sense for you guys. Because I'm trying to improve how I explain these things. Alright.
I think there is another goal. Also, I did an air dribble. Not sure.
Alright, so we'll see you move up here. I guess it to the sidewall. Goes high. Should just be able to score this. There you go. Good
so
finish.
what do you think about this shot?
I'm happy it went in. There are some improvements we can make. It's good that you scored. They were efficient there. Couple things that you can improve. Slow it down. Ball goes up here. The net is now open. As long as you dodge this demo, which you do a good job of, you move a little bit to the right. So good job there. And let me actually change this to display capture. So I'll slow this down. So you do a good job here. Your teammate's taking the ball at him. X-Ray gets a bad save. This guy's slow to recover. On the left side of our screen, he's slow to recover. So you just have to dodge this demo. He's going to come at you. You're going to dodge it. Good job. Now we have an open net. Now what we want to be doing here is we want to be getting on the top right of this ball. So imagine somewhere on this, if this was a circle, you want to be in the blue part of the ball in order to hit it down and to the left, right? I want to hit it down and to the left as this ball kind of moves to the right. And then obviously we want to score it somewhere here as he's moving over. Now in order to do this, we need to get high above the ball. So in this position, you only use one jump. Watch. Jump, tilt, boost. Ideally, we want to be using two jumps here. We also use some air roll here. This air roll was pretty much unneeded because it didn't actually change the direction of our car at all. All it did was, spin us. We didn't use any tornado spin or any special maneuver. So that air roll didn't really produce anything, but that's fine. Maybe it confused the guy. I don't know if it confused your own touch. What I would be doing here is I would just trying to keep this super simple. I would use a fast aerial, two jumps, get as high as I can, get above the ball as quick as I can, and then start boosting down into it before I shoot. I would not be using spins because I think spins increase the chance that I'm going to whiff this ball. So if you go into a shot that has a frozen ball, it's very good to practice this. Like, let's go to training. Let's go to aerial training. Let's go to pro. I used to practice these all the time. So that would be kind of the equivalent, like what you did was you jumped, you did one of these, and you hit it with your wheels.
Yeah.
What I want to be doing is I want to be getting as close as I can to the ball, wait to take off, now take off, hit the top of the ball.
There we go.
And so it's just or sequence of movements, simplifying the aerial a little bit. A couple things you can do there. There's no
So I need
only
to
one
double
way to
jump.
score it. On a shot like this, you should be double jumping, yes. And there's nobody in net, and you just need to get up to the ball fast, absolutely. And maybe not that
So
height, because
just-
this height was a little lower than game, but like this ball, like yes, you can score without double jumping, but this is slower. This is inefficient.
So just to understand more, so the double jumping, because Shock teach me that, but I still didn't get it. So I jump, tilt, then another jump.
Yep. Jump, tilt, jump. Jump, tilt, jump. Jump, tilt.
So while boosting,
Correct. While
while
boosting the whole time.
boosting. Okay. Okay.
The reason is because we want to get our nose faced up as fast as possible, and that second jump gives us extra height. So if we don't use that second jump, we're missing out on extra height here.
Yeah.
Here's a good example. I'll play this back, and now I'm going to do the exact same motion, except I'm going to use my second jump, and all of a sudden I'll be able to hit it, because the jump gives me extra height. Right. That's the idea.
Okay. So you did the double jump a little bit late.
Yep. It
Is
doesn't
it-
matter when
is
you use
it-
the double jump, as long as you use it before your jump
okay.
expires.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you don't want to tap immediately. If you tap like this, you're not maxing out
Yeah,
the time to the
sometimes-
first jump. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, this is why happens to me today. In it was a rank game going to diamonds. When I tap, guess what happened? I flipped back.
Yeah, that's just a mechanical thing. It's also a dead zone thing. But that's because you're going up and you're still pulling your joystick down when you use the second flip. You pull down
Yeah.
to tilt, you let go, and then you jump again.
Got it.
So you have to let go of your stick when you use that second jump to make sure you don't backflip.
I'm now 100%. That's what I need from my replay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, your help. Couple good ideas. Couple very good ideas for you. I'm glad to help.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's jump back to the class. And yeah, we'll have this video coming out soon. We're teasing some of the content. Hey, we have 62,000 members. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for 62,000 members. That's awesome. Where's the air dribble roadmap? Yeah, we have a lot of versions of it going here. But yeah, it's in the works. It'll be out. Be out in a little bit.
Do you know how you arrange your training thing a while ago? I can't remember what you called it, the 6-week course or whatever it was.
Yeah,
What was it
6 week
called?
sprint.
Are you possibly doing a video on that?
We
Take-
postponed the
All
start on that.
progression?
Yeah, we
Or
postponed
do
the
you
start on
postpone
that,
it?
but we I'm sure we will do content on it when it does start.
Yeah, that's I think it's pretty cool. Just, 6 weeks, just progression over the 6 weeks, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah, I appreciate it. Welcome in, Nem. Let's take a look at Hidden Stones up next. Stone, are you with us? Twitch is hearing double from the Discord voice channel. That's interesting. Let me check. I think it's because there's Discord audio capture and there's system audio capture going on right now. On the live scene, I can... how can I turn this off? I'll just not feed the Discord audio capture to the live stream. Give me a moment. All right, I think that's fixed now. Okay, so if that's hearing double, I think it should be fixed now. Twitch is hearing double. Hopefully it's not hearing double now. Can somebody talk in Discord? Tell me a sentence.
Hello, what's
I
up,
just got home from
Spooky?
work.
Did you guys hear it twice? Only your Discord is echoing.
1 sec.
Hopefully it's not double echoing now. I think it should be fixed. Hopefully somebody will let me know in chat if that's fixed. Okay. Hidden Stone we'll check out next. Somebody, Fozzie says it's fine now. Thank you, Fozzie. Appreciate it, man. I gotta get you a stream mod, Fozzie. Let me check on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. I need somebody monitoring that. I can help. This is fine now. Thank you, Fozzie. Appreciate it, man. Going? No, that's just the embed. Let me go to Twitch here. It's Spook Luke. There you go. Luke. Okay. I'll fix that. I think Nem, do you have chat mod?
What?
Do you have chat mod?
And YouTube, not on Twitch.
Okay, let me give it to you right now. I'm just gonna set this up. Hidden Stone, you said you're with us though?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Solman's got it. Let me. Yeah. All right, gave you mod Nem. Don't make me regret that.
I will, don't you worry.
Instantly regret it. I won't make you regret it later. I'll make you regret it right now. All right, Stone. How can I help?
I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I just don't know what to do.
That's fine.
I just know I'm doing something wrong though.
Of course, we all are. I'll walk you through what I think I can help with them. Good delay on the challenge. He's flicking you. Yeah, that's fine. He can't flick here. He has no flick. So you just have to, yeah, you just have to jump. Jump, turn, challenge quickly. Here, we do move up. I would love if this was a little more convincing on the fake chow. So here we move back. When he gets his first touch down, I would be moving forward and like almost kind of scaring him a little bit. I would like this fake challenge to be a little bit more convincing. This isn't a very convincing fake chow, right? And then we just give him a little bit more space than he needs, and then he has time to go for a full breezy, which I think you still have time to cut off. There are just a couple moments to challenge there that we missed. It's just 1v1 stuff. It happens. How do you feel about this play? This.
What do you mean?
When somebody's doing this breezy flick motion in GC1, 99% of the time, the flick is not coming now, not now, not now, not now, now. It always comes at that point. So if you see somebody do this like jump and twirl, it almost always, you have 1, 2, I need to chow now, or else they're flicking it. It's always that motion. So we just gotta be aware of that.
Alright.
Ball goes right. We're gonna grab corner boost here. I'm okay that you played ball. Really important that you grab corner boost here. This ball's going slow enough. Luckily, it's about to hit this part of the wall, which means we're gonna get one of these bounces, not one of these bounces. If we were getting a yellow bounce where it was coming middle, yes, you can't go get corner boost. But because we're about to get a blue bounce that's gonna come into our corner, we actually have time to go get this and come around. It's gonna be on our car. Because there's no shot angle here. If we can recognize that sooner, we can grab corner boost and still catch the ball on the back wall, which is going to be a better play because it's not going to allow Yo-Yo to come steal our top corner. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It's a very small thing. Obviously, we have to, 1, process that the ball is not going into the corner. as in bouncing off the corner, bouncing off sidewall, then process that it's not going to be in a shootable position, and then 3, decide we have time to get corner boost. Very difficult to do, but we do want to be making that read. Your play was still solid, but it's just going to force you to play on 0 boost, and you may get screwed. This movement was obviously difficult. Ball goes into the corner. We're going to make a stop. I do like your use of air roll, landing. We get this ball here. We kind of just hit it forward as hard as we can. We don't necessarily land in the best position. In this position, it would have been better if we speed flip to the right. Obviously, why? Well, if you look at the defender, Wazowski behind you, which way is he facing?
Back towards his net.
He's facing towards his net, exactly right. So just in general, when we're playing the ball, we don't want to be playing it in front of our opponents. We want to be playing it behind him. It's going to be very difficult for him to play this. So if you could have speed flipped this to the right, you would have landed and been able to follow. But because we speed flip it here, he has time to let the ball hit him. He's going to half flip challenge. He honestly doesn't even get a good half flip. But because we speed flip kind of the wrong way, and we hit the ball in front of him, he has a play. So what we want to be doing here is we want to be speed flipping to the right, landing behind the ball, and then following it up. But fine. Now we're off to the left. I would say in this position, we're not in a good spot to follow the ball. We have to turn behind it, get back around it. It's going to be a very awkward touch. I would continue our movement through the midfield and double back, allowing our teammate in this position, who's been behind us the whole play, to follow up. Holy moly, what is he doing? He full left here. This is crazy work. So if our teammate was following us, I don't know how he has confidence to not follow you. I would be leaving for teammate here. Either way, I still think you should be leaving for teammate because he's coming in hot with 100. You should still just be grabbing boost and getting behind him, even though his positioning is atrocious. Or let's just say decision making is skeptical, suspicious. You
It's
should.
Just how like 90% of my games have been though. Like most of my teammates have just been across the field every single time.
Yeah, I mean they are going to do this because they're greedy GC1s and they don't know how to play as a team and understand the threat here, which is fine. I can understand it. I would make this play sometimes. But either way, I would not stick on the ball in your case because you don't have that information. And either way, your play here is really, it's going to be poor. Like you're just going to be driving with 0 and yeah, you're just doing circles. You needed to leave and go get mid pads earlier. Fine, you're going to grab boost up, but we just turn the wrong way and we're scored on immediately. Happens. So obviously control what you can control, right?
Yeah.
Couple like small defensive decisions are getting you scored on right now. This is okay. We can use a jump. I don't love it. Our positioning is really passive here. I would be in this position. To me, I would be way more confident. I would be positioning like on this pad. I can understand being back. Our teammate does look a little bit awkward. But at least leading up to this play, our teammate has had way more time than orange team to be in a good position. Freeze here. I'm confident blue is going for ball before orange. So I'm positioning aggressively. Maybe now at this point I would be moving back as I see orange chow. But I wouldn't be starting so far back and then trying to come forward. Now it's too little too late, and he's going to get an attacking chance on you again. So our positioning is just a little bit passive. Great save. But, like, I don't know. I'm adjusting my decisions based on the information I see, which is, like, right now, blue, 70% chance we're going to be first to the ball. At least we should be. Our blue teammate does a little pirouette, you know, drives on the wall, does whatever he wall. Okay, in my mind, my confidence meter is now down to 60%. 60% chance blue is going to be first to the ball. Okay, now 50. Okay, now 40. So I would have been like moving back here, but I would still be a little closer to the play. It's unfortunate because
yeah, I did like a little hesitation. I had a little hesitation there too.
Yeah.
Where I started like kind of.
I understand your hesitation because you're scared he's going to land and then play by you. Like, because this is a wall stop. He could have jumped quickly and played it by you. So I don't, your hesitation was normal because you're respecting this guy's wall stop, which he does get a wall stop. And if you win, he might have been able to play it around you. Very easy to say in hindsight, like, okay, you should be closer here because the ball ends up going closer. That's not my point. My point is, like, in this position, I would have been so much more confident that blue was going to be in control of this play. And your teammate obviously scuffs that, but it seems like your decision-making is not fully banked on that. It's still fine though. It's like your movement is still solid. I can say in this play your teammate is likely more at fault than you, but then you make a great save. So just a couple things to consider there. Full trusting teammate here is a pretty bold move. I can understand why you do it. I probably wouldn't do it. So just, like in this position, this is a very hard read for blue. He could mess this up in 10,000 ways. You have a much better read. So full leaving him here, I wouldn't do it personally. At least not a GC1. Maybe an SSL I would leave, but I don't know. I wouldn't full leave my teammate there. I feel like we should have got scored on, and you could have stopped it. So far, it's some defensive decisions that are obviously very tough. But, I mean, guess what? It costs goals. Yeah, here you can stop this. Great stop. Don't get the touch we want, but we're close. Here we get a great stop. Air roll, land on the wall. Here I like to see just fake this. Where is he facing?
Going up towards the backboard.
Exactly. So if we have a choice, where do we want to hit this?
Down and like back to our teammate.
Down, back to teammate. Fall on it, control it, right? Fall on. He just full flipped. He's gone. We can land, catch this ball, dribble flick. We can land, catch this ball, air dribble bump. We can land, catch this ball, flick it off backboard to teammate. Right? But because we just make a decision based on like, oh, I'm low boost, I'm just gonna slam it. Well, he's playing into that right now. So you've gotta put the ball behind him, not where he is. Right?
Yeah.
So it's just selection of what attacks you're going for. Which is at the end of the day, it's just looking at the opponent, realizing, oh, I jumped, I threatened him to go back, now I need to stop. Empty jump down. Right? Little things. Yeah. Little things. But by playing the ball into them, we make this harder on ourselves. We're going to grab boost here. Good luck. I need early shell. Yeah, so when you see somebody running at you in this position, I try to cut them off immediately. Which you do, which is good. Like you run back here, get back to net. They're in a formation where this guy could potentially demo me. So I need to start going at the ball right now and then try to do some juke move. If I just go back to net, obviously, he'll just run me over. So good cut in here. Because if you go out, then you can jump early and ego chow and catch him before he demos you. Or you could like pretend to jump and then fake and then go, like you can dodge. But yeah, if you just go back to goal line here, you're pretty screwed. So good job getting out there early. That was a good defensive decision.
Yeah.
Here the ball's going to come mid. Oh, wow. I thought it was going to bounce mid. We get a ceiling bounce, which is really poor. Then we need to be going up sidewall. So when we do recognize that this ball is going up sidewall, like once again, we need to slow down the game. So this ball's going up. We need to be going here. Okay. Oh shoot, I misread it. I'm in a bad position. Where's my defense? Well, he's facing where?
Turning. Yeah, he's facing up the wall, but he's turning back towards net.
Exactly. So what that means is I have time to drive up the wall here, start an air dribble off the wall. But instead we take off from the ground, and this is just a very extremely difficult position to create from, which you are almost able to do. You have to get a perfect, you basically have to get a God touch to the right, you got to get a Zen touch, then you got to instantly get a reset, and then you got to flip probably onto backboard to like juke one. This is extremely hard to do and boost intensive. And it's so much easier if we just use the wall, if we recognize the defense, and we use the wall. He's not challenging, we use the wall, we get in position, we air dribble this. And let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So if we go into favorites here, I'm going to show you guys the dribble gem. So basically what we tried to do is we tried to make a God touch here. We went to this shot. Let me show you this shot. You basically went to this shot, you got under it, and then you tried to make a God touch here and air dribble it. And sure, if I have infinite boost here, I can air dribble it to the net, but I was like, I just used 250 boost to do that. Like, that would never work in a game. And that's pretty much what you did. Which is very hard to do.
Yeah.
But instead, we could have made this play way easier. I'm going to go to wall to air dribble. All right, excuse me. Aerial off wall to practice this. because I just want a setup that's near the wall. I'm going to go to aerial off wall here because I just want an easy setup for you guys. And instead, what we're going to do here is, let me show you like a slow moving one. Right here, we're going to double jump, and then we're going to go. Excuse me. Double jump, and then we're going to get a soft touch, and then we're going to air dribble it and score. Or we're going to, fast aerial, and we're going to double tap. Right? Or we're going to get a ball reset. Right? But like, you take off from the wall there, you have a million options, and they all work. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Any questions on this idea? This is aerial off wall, by the way. Or you could get a Zen touch. You could try to do that same thing, like get a Zen God touch and like aerial forward here. I obviously can't do it. I'm a washed GC1, but like the decision-making principle is very important for you to understand. Make sense? Tornado spin into this.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. Cool. We went over a lot of things hidden stone. Any questions? Any questions in chat? Nope. Cool. We're gonna go next. Thank you so much for sending in the replay stone. We go next.
Thank you for the advice.
Of course. Of course. Apple, apple. Talk to me.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I think I just more. It's just my game sense than hesitance.
Okay.
well.
Game sense and hesitance. Walk through. So in this position, you're doing a good job of not hesitating. Yeah, I was gonna say you might even be rushing. Good self-awareness there. I like that. This is a very important concept. I want to run you guys through. Can I actually show you? Let me show you the Zen replay. This is a very important example. So we're gonna watch these two plays, and I want to look at the difference between what you do and what Zen does in this position. So there's a Zen replay that I'm actually remember from a couple days ago. That's exactly the situation. Arsenal reacts to Zen number 3. Yeah. Okay, what's this?
All right, team, listen
No.
up.
This is the original. I need number 3. Okay, best RL games number 3. Okay.
Today we're gonna be reacting to.
And then let me find the transcript. I remember this exact moment. Sorry, I'm kind of a nerd about this stuff. Okay. And I remember he stayed grounded. So let me search grounded and stay grounded. Okay, he stays grounded here.
And stay grounded because he stays grounded. There you go with a 50.
So watch this exact play. So here's the difference between you and him. So ball's going into the corner. One orange guy in the corner chasing me. One orange guy back at his net. Right? You're landing on the ball. One orange guy back at his net. One orange guy chasing me down to the left. Okay? And what we do is we say, I don't know what to do here. I'm going to use all my boost. I'm going to slam it off the wall. Boom. Slam it off the wall. This actually ends up bouncing. This is going to be a very easy recovery for him, and your guy's attack is pretty much dead here. Just kidding. He's champ and he drives into his own roof. Can't make this up. But your attack is pretty much dead because of those touches. Unless they horribly panic and give it straight to you. And we miss the open. But, it's champ, so it happens. Whatever. But what happens in Zen's lobby, the principle here is, Zen's in the exact same position you were in. Watch what he does. Ball's rushing into the corner. He's panicking. He realizes he doesn't really have a good touch. He's got the exact same setup as you with low boost. One guy low, one guy chasing, or similar setup, right, where the guy's going across, and he just goes, all right, hit it into your corner. Thanks, give me the ball. And now he's going to shoot. And don't worry, Zen misses the open too. But Arsenal immediately goes, oh my gosh, this was a great moment. I remember this moment as well because I think it's very instructive.
Stays grounded here. This is why I tell y'all to keep driving and stay grounded, because he stays grounded here, even though he could have potentially had a shot right here, right? He doesn't commit, which keeps him on the ground and keeps him in the space to where the ball's gonna go. And right here, this isn't the shot that he wanted. But that's fine. But he still makes Vatira make a play, makes him use boost, and gets a demo on him, and he takes possession off of that. Also, decision just to stay grounded. Wow. This is beautiful, bro.
So
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to stay more grounded and not flipping and.
It's very important. I'm glad you're thinking about that, Apple, because like in these positions, you have to recognize like I don't got a good angle, I don't got much I can do. But what can you do here?
Take the boost.
Grab their boost. Look for a demo. Play the midfield.
Yeah.
This ball's gonna come to you in the midfield. All right, maybe they hit it back to your teammate, but instead of trying to play the ball and go for some miracles, like even if this worked, you just slam it mid. Likely, what's gonna happen is this guy's just gonna clear it. You're gonna recenter it. He's gonna clear it, or the guy who's coming back is gonna clear it. If they watch my camera settings guide, then they wouldn't. Oh, yikes! Then maybe he'd be making better touches. This is why you can't see anything on a screen because FOB is 92. It should be 110, but the point stands. We're panicking here, and this is super common mistake of like I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna slam ball and hope for the best. And this very rarely works out when you have defenders that aren't like tripping over their shoelaces.
Okay.
Fair enough. Any questions on that?
No.
Cool. Great touch over. Let's grab boost. One touch up. Tornado spin. Great. Reset. Shoot. Love that. Teammate finishes. Unmissable. Very good discipline. This was exceptional taking in of information. We get one touch. To be honest with you, this first touch was a little heavy. The only thing that I would do different here is I would be break tapping right now. So break tap, get a softer first touch because we kind of chuck this ball out and then we have to use a bunch of boost to catch back up to it, which could be dangerous, right? He could be like pre-jumping you now, like just predicting that you're going to go for a reset. You know what I mean? And then, he'd get you. But that's fine. You end up grabbing the reset. It's just, once again, if these guys aren't champs and they're not like letting you reset right on their nose, they would be saving this, right? But good job, nonetheless.
Okay.
So we want to get that soft, controlled first touch and then do exactly everything else you did, but you would be pretty much unchallengeable instead of like, 50-50. Once again, they're tripping on their own shoelaces. They're pumping each other. But good reset. So to recap, guys, on these setup touches, when the ball is rising, we want to do this quick break tap to get a softer first touch. So let me show you the difference. Let me go to a pack like wall to air dribble is okay. I'm actually going to go to Triple Gym. So Dribble Gym's really good for this. So let me skip to a wall shot that's like halfway through. It's like this one. If we full boost through this shot, we can fix it, right? But we're going to have to catch way back up. And this is obviously exaggerated because I'm downfield. Like if we full boost through the shot, I'm going to have to like double jump, catch back up to it, which is playable at that range. Whoa. Just got full tabbed out. Did I crash? No, we're back. I don't know what is happening. And now there's like this little tab down here. Okay, I don't know what's happening. But like if we full boost into this, like from deep back here, it works. It works. Because I want to get this ball high and far, and I have time to still get my reset and create. Same thing here. I have time to use 2 jumps to get my reset and create. But when we're really close to the net, like let me show you like this setup here. We don't want to be full boosting into this because then we're going to hit it. Let me give you a better example, like one throwing up the ball. If we full boost into this, we're going to hit it out, and then we're grabbing the reset right in front of their net. And this can work, but like the game, they could jump off the backboard and challenge me.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like I'm grabbing the reset right in front of their heads. Yeah, exactly right, Apple. More time. So if you take the same setup, right, and instead I just break tap before I approach the ball, and I'm going to exaggerate a lot here, but I break tap. where I approach the ball. I get this soft touch, and this might have been too much of an example. But, you know, example applies here. I soft touch, I get the reset out here. How hard is it to challenge me? See what I mean?
Yeah, much harder. Yeah.
You can't challenge me. Even like right here, you can't challenge me. Right? And I can go low, I can go high. I just have so much more play. I'll let this one play back. So yeah. Important, based on the distance you are from the net, to understand that.
Yeah.
And so obviously, like, to take it to like its natural extreme, guys, like if you are sitting in front of the opponent's net, so maybe not in this pack, but like I'll show you a pack like Wall to Air Dribble by IP Joker. There's a couple good examples in this. Like if you are literally on their nose, what we don't want to be doing is we don't want to be hitting the ball here. And some people will even do this, or they'll hit the ball like here. It's like, yes, you're air dribbling, but how easy was that to save? You know what I mean? Like if I'm on the backboard, I just let it hit me. And then I save it. If there's anybody on the backboard, like this never goes in. But how hard is this if I go, let me show you bad first touch. If I go out here, I grab a reset out here and you're trying to challenge me. And then I hit it over you.
Yeah, you've got more options.
Way more options. So it's kind of like this Goldilocks zone. You want to get a reset near the net, but not too close that they could literally just jump off the backboard and insta-challenge you with 0 boost. So if you're back here, you can make that heavy first touch and get the reset out here. But yeah, if the further back we are, the heavier that first touch can be, because nobody's challenging me out here, right? And I can do whatever I want. But yeah, when I'm right here, I need to take this ball away from the net so I don't get early challenge first thing off the backboard. Like sometimes I'll even get around to the left of this ball. Like you see me like kind of swooping around it, taking the ball back to the midfield. And obviously that was over exaggerating, but like even like a touch like this, all of a sudden, you know, how much harder is it to challenge me? I get like a little bit around the ball here. You can't challenge me when I'm out on this part of your field. See what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I almost get around that side of the ball. Yeah. A couple important concepts. So we talked about rushing the touch a little bit, Apple. We talked about those things. I'll check out a few more minutes of your game, okay? I know I kind of derailed it with that analysis, but I think it's very important for you at Champ 3 to understand this.
Yeah.
It's going to make your air dribbles a lot more effective. But good reset, like I said. Ooh, a little ceiling one. All right, it's not bad. All right, let's go back. We're going to get that air dribble goal. We're going to get reset here. We're going to be cheating up. That's off cheating. Get a good 50. This should bounce that back at you. Score it. Bang. No! Happens. We're going to go back. Let's let teammate go. Low chow. Nice. Hit the ball off the wall. I'd pre-jump this. I would continue off the wall here, and I would just jump and float behind this ball, just because I don't want to let them go first. My teammate looks super awko. Like in this position, I see my teammate here. He hasn't jumped yet. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to drive up the wall and clear this. And what I would be doing is I'd be driving off this wall. And sorry, I'm on full screen. When I see my teammate not going, and I don't hear an early jump, I would drive up this wall and just aim to slam the ball across the field. Slam the ball across the field. Just making sure orange can't jump up first to this in this position. And you will beat him if you go off wall there.
Yeah.
And geez, this is Champ 3. Guys, watch a camera settings video from me. What is going on? Or not for me. Go watch somebody else. Give somebody else the views. I don't mind, but like, this is horrendous. Not in Champ 3. But yeah, when our teammate hasn't jumped yet, you get this challenge. He hasn't jumped, just drive up the wall and go get it. Drive up the wall, slam it across the field, play it into open space, get a beat on Batu there. You're going to be in a much better position. Cool. All right. Then ball goes into the corner here. Maybe we're expecting our teammate to make a touch, but our rotation just needs to be much, much wider here. So this ball is above us, which is awkward because we didn't jump. So we should have jumped, but fine. If we don't jump, what we don't want to do is we don't want to compound mistakes and play in no man's land. So it's like not go. It's like, oh, I didn't go. Okay, let me just sit under the ball and see what happens. No, if you're not going to go, fully commit to not going, get out of here. Right now we're under the ball. We need to get out to this boost. We need to get out to this boost, right? We need to be here looking at the play. This make sense?
Yeah.
So we're kind of like no hustle here. And we kind of just like sit under the ball The ball goes into our corner, so he's going to slam it. Honestly, not a great touch. He kind of hits it into your guys' coverage. If Skiria break taps here, he could break tap and take it on a back wall air dribble, but obviously we're not at that level. It's champ. That's fine. So he doesn't get the touch he wants, but still, we're not getting wide enough. And so now we're like driving into our front post. This whole time I was thinking of like, how can I get across this play? Still, how can I get across this play? Still, how can I get across this play? Like we need to get out from under the ball and at the midfield in any one of these positions where we're watching the field. And when I draw these V's, guys, you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to draw like areas of coverage. Like you're here and you're looking this way. Right? You guys see what I mean there?
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to get out from under the ball here. Any questions on that?
No.
We're too close to the ball. We're stuck under it. We're in a place where we can't challenge. It's hard to make a read. It's awkward. We're driving into our front post, and we can get scored on here.
Yeah.
Even here, like this is, to me, this is a little like crazy positioning. Like if Batu gets a beat here, you're scored on. Like this is bad.
Yeah.
And even in the position you're in, you can't really get like a crazy, like you're too far out here. Now it's kind of the opposite. Like we're playing like a miracle pass, but this redirect is not going to be good from the angle you're in. See what I mean? Like this redirect right now, you need like a you need a beast mode skim. Sorry to cut you off.
Mm.
You need a god touch.
Yeah.
But if you did this exact same thing, but instead of like turning up right now, you just go, let me get back to here. From this position, you could catch the ball, you could rip a shot. Like you have all this runway. You have all this runway to make a touch. But when you drive up to here, now our coverage is like whack. Our coverage is super whack, and we have to make like a god skim here with no power. Right? Whereas if you're just driving at it there the whole time, you would just rip that shot top left. Your team will miss a couple open nets after that, but yeah. So the good news is, even at Champ 3, this lobby is incredibly imperfect and people are missing a lot of chances. And I think that was, yeah, the good news is you just gotta clean up these little things and you'll get to GC1 no problem. You don't have to be perfect to make it to GC. But you clean up any of these things, it'll help you a lot, man.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, happy to help. Quick one, guys. I just got a delivery, so I gotta go grab groceries. I'm gonna go on mute for 5 minutes. I'll be right back in 5, and then we'll grab Pulse, Garrett, and Sit, guys. Sound good? If you guys are still here. Appreciate y'all.
See you.
We'll be right back. BRB, BRB. Nice. So far, so good. I'm gonna send a quick voice note to my editor. I think this live stream has been really good. Let me ping him. Hey Sal, the coaching call is going great today. I think a lot of really clippable moments, really good instructive mechanics demos, and we did a class at the start on mentality that I think would be great for a standalone YouTube video on the Spooky Luke Unscripted channel. It's this first coaching call today. I'm live. The one I'm literally doing right now I think is really good. I'm just in an intermission. I think we can make a full long form video. Here, let me list out everything. Number 1, I think we can make a full long form video out of the mentality class. Number 2, I think there are some instructive shorts on tornado spins and air dribbling. And then I think there are also some other mechanical demos. So this should be really good for your shorts batch. I would check out this call first. I'm sending this over to the my editor guy in the free Discord. Okay, we'll check this. We're gonna check this and then we'll get to your replays. Hopefully this will be good. Pinching the ball up for self setup. There's the speed flip setup that I was talking about earlier. It's like if the ball is already going to the wall, you can, don't have time to, I don't want to derail this. We'll check after. Forward. Alrighty guys. Let's get back to it. I think we got 3 more replays to check, and my delivery is not here yet. I got a ping that it was on the way, but not here, and then I went and I stood outside, and it said it's going to be here in 15 minutes. So let's check out your replays. Skip says, will it be replay? Yes, it will. Should be. Thank you, Pulse. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're new here, event has all the details about how these run. We've got 4 events in the community today. A lot of events in the community. Busy day. Okay. 3 more replays. Let's go through them. Pulse, Garrett, Sick Guy, and Apple, if you jumped, appreciate you. Sorry, I forgot to wrap up your replay. But do you have any questions? Cool. I'll assume you're good, Apple. Appreciate you.
Name is 0 for this one.
This one, Castilla?
Yeah.
Sweet. How can I help?
Issue anything and everything.
Cool. So we're on blue team here? No, orange team. Gen G was confusing me, the pink car. Alright, so we're going to be playing the ball in the kickoff here. Nice shot. They're going to miss these. Yep. They don't have the skills at this level yet. Is there a reason we're driving, full driving on kickoffs?
I'm still trying to learn speed flips at the minute.
That's okay. If you don't understand speed flips, just a quick turn and a front flip here works very well. We can skim the left side of the boost and still be driving at the ball. Front flip kickoffs can absolutely get you through diamond. No reason to be driving straight to the ball. That makes sense?
Yep.
Are you clear on how to execute that? So what I'm describing here is a double flip kickoff. Our coach, former German pro.
I do them now and then.
Yeah,
just for some reason I don't always do them.
Yeah, so it looks like this. We just turn a little bit towards the ball, we front flip, and then we front flip again. On these setups, we're going to turn towards the midfield, front flip again. We should always be doing these, just building that consistency. It's not going to look perfect, obviously. Sometimes we'll miss that boost, but it's better than not doing any flip because we're just very slow and we burn boost when we're not using our flips to build that speed for us. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
On all kickoffs, we should be using some form of flip, even on the diagonal ones, believe it or not. So we're gonna get that goal, and I'd really like to see you first thing incorporate front flips on these. Good recognition that nobody's going, and just slam it. Works very well. Traffic's going through. Next thing, we're gonna play the ball to the right. Teammate's gonna get it. We're playing fullback here. I would like to see even a soft cheat at your rank. So I see we go back to net here. Can you walk me through why you're doing that?
Just in case my teammate misses the ball. It's happened quite a few times where my teammate's missed.
Yeah. So when you are low rank, I figured you'd say that. We think, oh, our teammate's going to miss, so I'm just going to sit net and play super safe in case he misses. Right? But with that logic, why would you ever leave net? Ever. Right. So it's not very robust thinking. Instead, if you're nervous that your team is going to miss, what I would do is soft cheat. So that's positioning somewhere between this boost pad and this boost pad. So at the high ranks, when we're confident our teammate will hit the ball, pros will be right here when the kickoff happens. Like, they will be literally on this boost, right facing the play. And I'll rewind here. A pro will be right up there. I'm not saying you have to be right up there. The lower rank you are, the more comfortable or acceptable it is to be a little further back. So maybe you're not here, freeze. Maybe we're back here. And if even still you're getting scored, okay, maybe you're back here, somewhere between these booths. But all the way back here, and we'll see my camera slowly drift to the left. Too much. For some reason, my controller's getting a replay glitch right now. Can't freeze anything. You get the idea, right? Being all the way back here, too much. Too much. Because now we're not covering any of the field. So you get what I mean? Like, if you want to be like somewhere here, like, I could understand it. Anything further than that is a little bit too crazy. Yeah. Very common mistake. So I hope we make this into a YouTube short. Sal the video guy. Like, comment, subscribe. All right. We'll keep watching. Because it's just slow. Right now we're like coming up here and we're... Luckily we have time because this is gold, but, you know. He's going to hit it in the corner. Great job letting your teammate go. Ooh. So walk me through this flip backwards.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm going to take a guess. You are quite nervous about getting scored on. Right? So it seems like everything in your gameplay is just like defend the net at all costs. It's like, oh, I'm a little too far from the net, I'm going to get back. Which I can understand. But what's better and what will make you a better player here is being able to look at your opponents. So, okay, this guy, which way is he facing?
Awesome.
He's facing back, right? Yeah, towards them. Exactly right. So is he going to score on you right now? No, he's facing the wrong way. He's facing this way, so I don't know how he would shoot it that way. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So he's not scoring on you. Okay. Who else is going to score? Is this guy going to score on you? Well, maybe.
He's too far back.
But yeah, he's too far back. So you have like T-minus 5 seconds before he can score on you. So there's no world in which we need to be back here right now. What we can do here is we can just continue to let our teammate go, which he probably will because he's, you know, gold. He's going to go, oh, ball's in front of me. Here I go. He's going to take off. So we can just continue to slowly drive to the left here and just support our teammate. Totally fine position. That makes sense? Just continue driving. Totally fine. Because, yeah, we're making our decisions here. And now in this position, okay, I can understand, like, maybe we're going to be a little further back. Still here is, like, really far back. But, yeah, we just want to be looking at our opponents. I understand you're nervous. But, yeah, those are things to improve. And then another thing that will give you more confidence in these positions. So we talked about kickoffs. We talked about positioning closer to the play. Another thing that will give you more confidence in these positions is going to be your basic backwards saves, your backwards defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to show you a pack called Shadow Defense by Nimbus, which is not a great game, like a crazy difficult pack. And you might look at it and go, ah, this is easy. I can do this. But I think one of the reasons you're not doing this in your games is because this isn't a lock. Like, this needs to be a lock. The number 1 Shadow Defense by Nimbus. Can we save the ball while driving back like this? Yes, we can. Okay. So that means I don't need to be back in net the whole time. I can run back to my net. You know, if you're uncomfortable with this save, then yeah, I can understand why you're always trying to run back to net, because you're so nervous that they're going to shoot on you, so you always just want to be back here. Right? But if we can get comfortable just going around this ball, taking it to the left, not panicking. Same thing, going to the right, left. And it's harder than it seems, right? Because look, it's not perfect car cam where our front is front and left is left and right is right. No. In this position, right is left and left is right, which is why Rocket League is so hard. We just need to be comfortable understanding that when our car is facing back here, left is right, and right is left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And if you can get more comfortable with this, I think you'll be like kind of running back to net less, and you'll be much more confident. Hopefully we can get you to platinum. Just doing this stuff correctly.
Luke, your YouTube stream's having some color issues.
Color? What does that mean?
Like oversaturation. Like bad enough that it's like you can't, the quality is really bad.
That's so weird. Why would it be getting oversaturation? I'll go check it out. Thank you, Viscus. I appreciate it. So any questions on these kickoff concepts, these positioning concepts, this shadow defense? I think I'm just going to leave you with this pulse.
Yeah, no, so good. I got it.
Cool. Let me go figure out what's going on the YouTube side. I've never had saturation issues. Any questions on these kickoff concepts? It looks fine for me right now.
I think it looks fine, but could be you
Want
have
me to stream it to you to show
concepts
you?
of shadow defense. I think I'm just.
It happens
Right.
when you have HDR activated. For
Well,
the
that
monitor.
logic. It happens when, say again?
It has.
Yeah, it can happen if you have HDR for your monitor activated and are streaming. But for me, it looks fine.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
But with HDR, you get oversaturation.
Like HDR on the monitor itself.
Yeah.
Let me check.
It might be on your end. I'll go check. I need to give you mod anyways. Can you put a
Yeah,
1
it's,
in the chat, Viscus, when you're
This
on
is on
stream?
your end.
On Discord or on which chat?
Put a 1 in this YouTube chat and the Twitch chat, and I can give you mod.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it might be on your end. I used to have this issue where when I would play games, if I had HDR on my Windows settings, like it would make it look a lot worse. And I was going like, why do my videos look weird? But when I actually record them and send them to other people, they look fine. And that's because it's like a local issue.
It's weird. I've got your Twitch up on one monitor and it's fine. And then I
If you
switched.
move
Yeah,
the-
it's something with this monitor. Okay, never mind. I apologize. My bad.
No, it happens. It's fine.
It's on my end.
I needed to mod you anyways. It's fine. False alarm. Okay, I gave you mod on both channels though. I need to do anything. I need to do that.
Shoot.
anyways. All right, cool. But yeah, I think that was a good moment. We're gonna jump to next replay. Pulse, you feel good about that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check out Garrett and Sick Guy. Garrett and Sick Guy. You still with me, Garrett? Appreciate you sticking around. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm a real beginner.
It's okay. Oh, your name is Real Beginner. That's fine.
Yeah.
Is this a replay glitch? Why are your camera? Yeah, okay, your camera settings are back to normal now. All right, we're rocking it. We're playing threes. You're working with Freaky right now, right, Garrett?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, love it. How can I help?
I think I'm not always sure what is my position or what could be my position, how to be really part of the team.
Yeah. So this is a common issue on positioning. At the lower ranks, even Platinum Diamond Champ, so some in the middle ranks, we get very nervous on defense. And so what a lot of us do is we just default to everybody plays goalie. It's kind of crazy. This guy's playing goalie. This guy's playing goalie. And you're going to go back. They're going to whiff a couple times, so this is a little awkward. But you're going to go play goalie. So you're about to go play goalie too. So you're going to have 3 guys playing goalie. And the problem with this is nobody is shutting down the midfield. See what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
We're all on our back half. So when you recognize that you have a player that's already goalie, many times what you'll want to do is you'll want to assume a position like this. You'll want to put your car like right here. So that way if the ball comes off the backboard, you can go get it. And if the ball goes mid, once again, if you're right here, you can go get it. So in this position, as we were rotating here, so here you are, Real Beginner. This is you on my bottom right of my screen, Garrett.
Yeah.
As we move back here, when we see our 2 teammates in net, I would start by moving here. All right, so I'd be moving left, just as you are. Let's watch your movement. Moving left as you are. And now here, I would continue moving to this position. This guy's under the ball. He's not going to be able to score powerfully. I would continue to move to this position and play like this sort of area. But we just go back to net, and then the ball goes out, and then nobody's shutting it down.
Yeah.
You end up having good instinct to go, but it's too little too late. And so we get a triple commit on one shot. This is what happens when nobody shuts down the play. Yeah.
I see, yeah.
So the takeaway is somebody has to be guarding the midfield in a threes game. In a twos game, maybe it doesn't look like this, but in a threes game, somebody's got to just be sacrificial and out there and forcing. And it's not fun, but somebody's got to do it. Yeah, because we're going to the midfield, and our midfield is never guarded. Good job. So here we don't want to be going back corner. We want to be going midfield. Ball goes right here. I immediately recognize this ball is high, awkward. A Platinum probably isn't going to be able to play this ball at all. And so I think to myself, I have tons of time. I'm going to go get mid-left boost. Come back. That's what I would do. We go full back to net again, though, because we're just playing goalie by default. And now we're just all back, even though, why are we back? The ball's over here. Right. So we could have been grabbing that. It's very normal to have this like binary thinking of like, I make the play, I go back for my corner boost, I see what happens. But that's like a very simple way of playing Rocket League that doesn't take into account other variables. Like in this position, let me ask you a question. How many of blue players are overextended? How many?
Yeah. 2.
2. Exactly right. So there's only one guy that can play the ball, and he's in a super awkward position. So do I need to be in net right now? No, I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see. We could go 2 versus 1 in this.
For sure. Exactly right. And Luffy makes a great play and air dribbles and scores, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we have to be able to expand that decision making. I can tell that obviously you're very disciplined, and this strategy will work all right in Platinum, but it'll break down soon of just always going to net on every single play. Here, challenge this guy. Yeah, so recognize when players are awkward. So like here, maybe it's hard to see because we're just looking at the ball, but this guy is under the ball and driving to the right. So the only play he has to make here is to hit it to the right or to catch it very soft. So what we should do is we should be full boosting at him, knowing that the only play he can make is either catch it and I slam him, or he plays it to the right and we're fine. Right, he's facing backwards. He's facing the wrong way. But maybe because we're not looking at his car and the fact that he's facing backwards, we're just looking at the ball. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to guess. We don't recognize that he has no play. And so we turn back as if he could do something. Yeah.
I hardly look for what direction the opponents go.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the blue signs. Where are they positioned, but not in which direction. I still have to learn to be aware of this.
That's great. That's great self-awareness. So I think that's a great next step for you then, is to be able to think about that in your games. Because when you do see, and this was the same last play, so like when you do see like these players are in these awkward positions, you have to imagine, if I was in that position, what touches could I make? Probably not very many, right? So like in this position, good thinking, you see a blue player back. We'll watch here in a second. Like, because we're not realizing this, you look here, ball gets hit forward. In this position, if you're this blue guy, he's facing sideways, he has no shot, right? What's he going to do? So you should be full boosting to the midfield. But we don't do that, so then we go back. Okay, this guy, full boosting at it, he's going to slam it. You know that, right? So here now we should be saying, oh, he's going to slam it. He's obviously going to slam it. He's full boosting at it. What's a Platinum going to do? We're going to slam it. And yet we just drive forward because we're not thinking about the touches they could make. And then obviously in this position, once again, if we look, we're focused on back boost, but if we're not focused on back boost, we would have seen that this guy in here, he's awkward. He has no touches. What would you do here if you were Platinum? Right, so you have to think about those things. So it's very good. Very happy you're aware of this. If you would have seen these things, like nobody in your lobby understands that he's awkward. Like they're not contesting. If you go to like Fluffy here, he's just looking at him as if he could make a play. He can't make a play. Fluffy should just challenge. Fluffy is a way easier play here. Drive, jump. But he waits until this guy recovers and then goes. And he ends up making a decent, air dribble here, but this guy misses his save and obviously platinum stuff. But yeah, there's a couple simple improvements. Looking at where the cars are facing. Here we're covering the midfield. We're playing fullback. Yeah, these are really awkward, but usually you just can't commit when you're third here, which is good. You have two teammates overcommitted. You can't commit, keep going back. Great discipline, can't go back. I do like moving around, but this is a little too passive. So here, we should just keep watching the play and then slowly move back and wide and watch the play. I don't love that we just shut off boost here and we just decide, oh, we're looking. Okay, we're going to go full back. Here, we're going to look. Here, we need to be watching a shot because he could be placing it top right now, and we're also power sliding into this. Luckily, he misses, and you're going to get a save here, but if this could be in your net right now. Right. That shot could have very easily been in your net. So what we want to do here is we want to keep our eyes on the play as much as possible. Ideally, you're making this movement without even checking where the boosts are. So that's the level we need to get you at. And we could be moving back, but we need to have our eyes on the play the whole time. And very importantly, we don't want to be power sliding into positions. So here, watch your car, power slide, stop, start again. Luckily, he misses his shot, you make the save. I'll show you one more time from player view. Power slide, stop, go again, save. But if you look from his position, the only reason you didn't get scored on here is because he whiffed. Right? And he kind of gets bumped. But he should have scored. So the change, Garrett, is we're going to look at the positions of the opponent's cars, but also on defense, we don't want to be like this. Power slide, stop, then the shot's coming. Okay, now I'm going. We want to be moving around here, ideally looking at the ball the whole time, collecting these boosts. And I never power slide to stop there. I'm keeping my drive going the entire time. I'll show you again. Eyes on the play, keeping my drive going the entire time. I never stopped there. See what I mean?
Yes.
And if you need to brake tap to slow down, you can, but this movement is what we want. We don't want to be power sliding here and the shot comes. This is maybe not the best example, but we don't want to be power sliding when the shot comes, and then we're awkward. Right? Everybody clear on that? Cool. Garrett, a couple things to work on for 3v3. Guarding the midfield, looking at the position of your opponent's cars when they have a threat, recognizing when they're awkward, and the rotations.
Yeah.
Was that helpful?
Yeah, thank you.
Here to help? Cool. I think we got one more replay to look at, and then I got this delivery that I gotta go check. Sick guy? Sick guy!
Yeah.
It's time.
Yo.
You thought the day would never come.
Finally.
Here we go. Which one's yours? Is it the unnamed one?
It's the Manfield Dusk Online.
Cool.
I'm the Genji one, yeah.
How can I help?
I don't know. Just see what I made. Like, that was bad.
Fair enough. So we get a challenge here. We're gonna grab the half boost. He looks a little awkward. We want to be careful. Oh, he's very awkward. Okay, we can drive challenge. So in these positions where our opponents are very awkward, so here we have to respect that he can hit it. When he doesn't hit the ball here, and it's now behind him, what you want to be doing here is you want to be driving into the play. You want to be accelerating the play. So when he's awkward and he loses control, what that means is, like, he's on the wrong side of the ball. So the ball's here, he's right here. So he can't score on you. So what that means is he has no threat. So now you don't have to be defensive. All you have to do is play all your offensive options. So in this position, full boost, drive, bump him, bang the ball out, and then go chase it, because you're going to be in a better position than he is when that happens. But by allowing him time to recover here and just sitting back, wait, you let him get back behind the ball, and now he has actual play. Now you need to leave, and you're overextended. He's not punishing you, but you're overextended. Okay. So that's the first idea. So when somebody gets awkward here, people should be full boosting into him right now. No reason we shouldn't be full driving into this. That make sense?
Yeah. It makes sense, yeah.
Cool. Now, he's eventually, you kind of inch forward, not clear what to do, etc., etc. That's fine. He clears the ball into the corner. Now, in this position, he's now regained strength. So now we need to be careful, and we need to be going back. Now, when we get on the wrong side of the ball, he fully leaves the ball. He had an open net. Instead, he's going to grab his corner boost. So you get a lucky. Because I don't know why. He literally just had an open net. He just drives in a straight line, and he just scores. I actually have to see what happened. This is crazy. So he saves the ball. Yeah, if he just kept driving, he has a free goal. I don't know why he doesn't drive. He goes and gets his boost instead. Okay. Now we're on the wrong side of the ball. What do you think is the best play here?
I have no clue, actually.
Yeah, that's totally fine. That's a totally fair answer. So what new players think is the best play is, and this is probably what's going through your head, is I'm on blue team. I need to get around the ball and shoot it and score at orange net. Right? That's what,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yep, totally. That is what most platinums will think. And that's fine. That's not the correct play here. Because what happens is, in practice, by the time you do this slow drive all the way around the ball, you reline yourself up, you get yourself lined up, you start taking off like an airplane, right? You start your run up. He's just hitting the ball at you.
See what I need to do.
Right? And so you're trying to dribble the ball, and he's like, well, thank you. And he's just going to hit it forward. And once again, he had an open net, but he completely messes up his touch and doesn't score on you. Fine, it's platinum. But what should happen here is you should get behind this ball, and you should dodge it into your corner. Or dodge it at the half boost. Dodge it at that half boost, go take it up and back around. Or very simply, dodge it to the midfield and hook around. It's okay to take the ball away from your opponent to buy yourself time to go back at their net. So when what's happening is we're getting, and it's fine, you're not getting punished, but you don't just want to take the ball, they're not, take it at their net, take it at their net. Sometimes you need to take it away to go back at the net. Yep. And there's just a total lack of dribbling control in this lobby. So, like, nobody's getting punished, but it's just because we can't control the ball, which is fine. It happens. But that's a very big unlock. So what we want to be doing here is
I do practice my dribbles a lot.
That's great.
Like, I just mess up.
Yeah, so what we want to be doing here is when we find ourselves on this side of the ball, what it looks like is, oh, I'm on the wrong side of the ball, shoot. Slam it back in my corner, and it might actually look like that in Platinum. Grab the boost. Wait for him to come. Hit the ball around him. That's literally what will happen. You hit the ball in the corner. You realize, you hit it up the wall. You grab their boost. You go, oh, shoot, I'm on the wrong side of the ball here. What you don't want to do is go, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to hit it back at them. And then it's in my net.
Yeah.
So you just take the ball back. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the ball. Shoot, I'm on the wrong side of the ball. Okay, do I have time to go to half boost? Okay, let me go to half boost. Bang. Then you go here, and then you watch, and if he's going, you just do a little touch around him, and then you can do something. So this is very important to do. A good training pack for this is called One Shots by Kevpert. Kevpert One Shots F8. You can freeze. All of these shots, you're on the wrong side of the ball. You hit it to the midfield. You come back around. You can take it to the sidewall and air dribble. Like, this is a little bit more advanced. And obviously, like, a ceiling shot here would be very advanced. I wouldn't expect this. But it could be as simple as, like, full flip the ball back. Go all the way around it. Take time, hit it back at them. It could be a little bit more controlled. If you think you have a chance, you could dodge the ball mid, come around it, and score quickly. Like, this is like a little bit more advanced version of this whole maneuver. It could be that you tap the ball back, You take it over here to half boost. Like, all these things work. It really just depends on how much time you have and if you're getting challenged, right, in your mechanical level. But the key is, what we're not doing is we're not going, oh, I'm going to come around and I'm going to take it. I'm going to go, they're scoring on you, right? You don't have that time. So you have to take it back to then go forward.
Yeah.
Clear on this?
See it. Yeah.
Very important. So you have to go under the ball. You have to take it back to then go forward. Capiche?
Yeah.
All these shots.
Capiche.
A lot of different skills you can use here, whether it's taking the ball to the wall, whether it's setting up some sort of aerial play. You know, obviously I don't expect you to be doing these things, but it could just be as simple as...
I can air dribble from what I can... Like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you could do this. If you could literally just do a two-touch air dribble, like... One...
Yeah, I can do that.
Two. Yeah, just do that. It would work. The idea here is we're taking the ball to a nearby boost. Boost. Grab the boost. And even this. It would work in your 1v1 games. What we're not doing is we're not trying to get around it. We're trying to take it away from them and then come back.
Yeah.
Oh, in this shot, you actually want to take it... this one probably is a dribble this way. So you take it this way, dribble, and maybe rip a shot. Something like this. So, I'll let you work on these. But all these skills are going to be very useful. And then for your dribbling game, man, I would just be spamming something like Dribble Gym. Just the first 8 shots.
Yeah.
Because I notice our card control and that whole lobby is not there yet, and that's fine. But if you just improve this stuff, you'll be way ahead of everybody else at Platinum. If you can just get this ball in your car and take it at the net, you're in a great position. And what I want you to practice here specifically, instead of dribbling in a straight line, this is what most Platinums do, and it's actually very easy to save. Because all they have to do is time their jump, and they dunk you, right? Instead, we want to dribble this ball at one of the posts. So imagine you're dribbling on an angle. I'm going to dribble at the right post here. And then when I flick, I can get a little flick, a little height change, and a little direction change. So it's more likely to go around the defender. So you pick a post, and then you flick the other way. Let me show you an example here. If I pick left post, I'm going to flick to the right. And obviously, I've hit it off the backboard, but you get the concept, right? On any of these, if you pick a post, I'm going to dribble at the left post and flick to the right one. Much more likely to go in than just what most Platinums do, which is straight line, front flip, much easier to save. That makes sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
So a bunch of like little tips that you can be using to improve your game. Pick a post. Let's say I'm going to dribble right post and I'm going to flick left when he challenges. Much harder to save that. I go left post, flick to the right, and you could be using 45s, you could be using back flips, you could be using side flips, you could be using speed flips. Like, it really just depends on where the ball is on your car and where the defender is. But like, these slight direction change flicks are so much more powerful.
Yeah.
If we are in a straight line, I'm typically opting for, you know, these air dribble bump plays more than I would be opting for anything else.
Yeah.
Coolio? Any questions specific? Like, what, any mechanics I can help with in specifics, guy? Like, I think we just need those ones fundamentals. We drill those, and we're going to be in a much better spot.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll watch a little bit more of the replay.
I don't want to work on. Yeah, more of the replay.
Okay, we'll watch a little bit more. Let's go ahead to here. Okay, we're going to take the ball forward. Nice. Keep driving it through. Not overcommitting. Simple jumps. Yeah, it's, you know, get awkward when the ball's above us. So you do a good job there. Is there a reason we're not using flips on the kickoffs? Maybe just this one?
I mean, I was just goofing around. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Just jumped a bit late.
Yeah, we want to be using a front flip, a double flip kickoff, and then a flip into the ball as well. decent. Get a 50 here. No reason not be flipping into that challenge. You're in a much better position. When we're in the corner, we should be confident about our challenges. Like here, so this challenge we should not have flipped into. So great job dodging the demo. We back up. We realize we're in an awkward position.
Just when I go for demo, and then I could have
jumped and let the ball fall.
Continue dribbling.
Yeah, by flipping, we freeze our car midair. So you jump, and now your car's frozen midair, so you're slow to land, slow to land, slow to land, and that allows him to come in and challenge you. But if you just wouldn't have flipped, you would have landed faster.
Yeah.
And then there, we should just be flipping into the ball. No reason not to be flipping into this challenge. Challenges, if all else equal, are in favor of the person in the corner. So like if it's in your corner, you're in a strong position here. Because let's say you win the challenge, right? And it goes that way. That's good for you, right?
Yeah.
Let's say he wins the challenge. Yeah. It goes bang, bang. It's still good for you most of the time.
Yeah.
So you should be very confident about taking 50-50s in your corner if you're doing the basics
I
correctly.
started getting more confident. Since the first time you said it, like on when I saw it on one of your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Like, I started getting used to challenging.
Right. You should be more confident to challenge in your corner and less confident to challenge in their corner. All else equal. Here we're not watching them. Yeah. And we'll end with this play. So here the ball's in front of us. Our recovery wasn't good. But what we want to be doing there is, well, we're just panic jumping over the boost. We want to be taking the ball back for sure, if we can. Now he panics, and here, like, once again, we're just using too many flips. If we just let this ball control, let it bounce off the wall, he's awkward, wait for it to go out, dribble, and just drive it in a straight line. But we like flip it forward here, which delays our landing again, and now we're driving, and we just give him a little bit of time. Like, these flips are okay if you're speed flipping, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
But if you can't do that speed flip motion, right, where here, just let it bounce.
I've learned to speed flip now.
And drive in a straight line.
But I just can't do it on.
Yeah. So I would work on those things. If there's anything specific, I'm happy to help with that as well. Any questions on that?
I think it's been fun, I think.
Cool.
I don't know what else. Start working out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be consistent on those kickoffs. Be driving through when the opponent's awkward in the corner. Be more confident to take challenges in your corner. Quicker to control your dribbles. Not flipping to freeze ourselves midair. A lot of little things. But I would be drilling those one shots, taking the ball back. That's the most important thing you need to learn how to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Sick guy, thank you for submitting a replay.
Thanks for...
Of course. Happy to help. That's what I'm here for. Guys, I just got a delivery. I'm going to be wrapping up the analysis for now. I'm going to be back live in a few hours. Have a great afternoon. I'll be back in about 3-4 hours to be live again tonight. And recording will be on YouTube. Thanks so much for coming. See y'all in my paid community in the clubhouse at 5 p.m. And everybody on YouTube, thanks for coming. I'll be back live in a couple hours. Peace, y'all.
Bye.